Hello. Okay. Sorry for the very quick just chatting screen. I'm just trying to make sure I got things set up right on the back end. So, let me just a second, because I do have, I tested it last night. I tested this last night, but I am not sure that I got the audio right, so I want to double check. Double check here. Okay. Alrighty. We will probably get an ad, the intro ads soon on Twitch, but I'm just going to talk while we do that. And then we will get into some WoW Classic. Fingers crossed that everything goes the way it's supposed to go. I always get a little nervous when I put a new game on stream that I've never put on stream before because something always goes wrong with the settings. So it looks all right. So it should be fine. But hello, welcome in everyone. Hi Anthony, hi Cam McCain, welcome in, how are you? Don't forget to protect BattleNet info since you said usually game family on Classic. I think you can put an overlay on OBD or OBS to block the chat social window. Oh right. Yeah, I don't think I'm not sure if I don't think I'm missing anything. So my VTuber is going to cover, she's a little smaller on the WoW Classic screen, but she'll cover some of that information. But yeah, I don't think there's anything that's going to show on screen unless I'm forgetting something. I don't have the social window open, so it should be okay. But yeah, thanks for the reminder. I'm always a little paranoid, like, oh no, I don't know what it's gonna show. But yeah, I think it's okay. Should be all right. I can also block things with my logo if I need to. But I think we'll be okay. We'll see. I'll switch over the screen here in a second. Yes, how are you all doing? I am doing all right. I did not sleep that great. But what else is new? But yes, we are doing WoW Classic today because I need a brain break from all the other stuff I'm working on that's not related to stream. So yes, I'm gonna play WoW Classic from the start, I guess. And I didn't really think that through either. I was like, I guess I could have picked retail, but that's all right. But yes, I do mostly play Classic with family, so I made a new character so that it won't interfere with any of that stuff. So we should be good. Let me switch my screen over to WoW. Hopefully it didn't time me out. Here we go. And it's going to black screen because I have it minimized. Okay. We should be good. Yeah, I don't think anything's going to show that would out any information. But yes, I do play a lot with family, so I made a brand new character last night. I was going to make a Draenei, and then I realized I couldn't be a druid and be a Draenei. I forgot I couldn't do that. So I made another night elf, which is like most of my characters are night elves. But yeah, I've done this before, so I'm hoping that means I won't have to think too much, because I just need to rest. I need a brain break. And not that I have to think all that much with Enfield or Genshin or anything, but I have to think more with that than I do with this, because this I can kind of autopilot sometimes. I say that, and now I'm going to forget literally everything I've ever known about Warcraft. Because I'm being watched. Anyway, I made this new character so it would be ready to go, so we didn't get the intro screen. Like the intro to Burning Crusade. This is Burning Crusade Classic. But yes, I have played so many bits and pieces of WoW that I don't fully remember, like, the story, you know? The story to everything. Because I have played it on and off so much, and I moved around so much to different areas and different characters, so... But yeah, I feel like I've played a lot of Classic. Okay, hopefully that sound is coming too. It looks like it is. You shouldn't be able to hear music. But yes, nostalgia. Yeah. It's less nostalgic for me, I guess, because I started playing in 2020. But that also hopefully gives me confidence that I can play this without having to think too much, like I said. Still waking up, but oh my gosh, hi Mark, Mickey, welcome in, how are you? Yes, did I forget to put my cats? No, I put my cats on screen. I didn't actually set up a new scene, I just am using my infield my infield scene in here. So it's named infield, and now that's going to confuse me, but that's okay. We have water and apples. I've done literally nothing except take the quest from this guy, which my VTuber is also going to block the little quests, I guess, but maybe I can move her around next time. I didn't put too much thought into that. So anyway, we are on our first little quest. Jury's still out whether or not I'm going to read all of this. I might read some of it, but basically we are supposed to be clearing out some night sabers and thistle borers, which I always hate doing. I hate killing the animals, but it is what it is. So we're going to do that. I have forgotten how to play a druid because it's been a long time. Hi Turtle, welcome in, how are you? But it has been a long time. Normally I don't play... Somebody's AFK over there. Normally I don't play druids. But yeah, I hate killing the animals. Okay, so what do I have? I have Wrath, Healing Touch. I guess that's all I have. And I can hit it with my stick. That's kind of it. I don't have the auto loot thing on either. I always forget that. That's okay. A druid killing animals. I know. It also doesn't make sense because the night elves, like, the night sabers, or any of these saber cats, it's like, that's their mount. And they like nature. I don't get it. I don't like killing the animals. So it doesn't make much sense, but, you know, given what I know of how Warcraft came to be, I'm not really surprised that it doesn't make the most logical sense. Oh, I thought it was dead. Okay, now it's dead. Doing good, just woke up, so I'm gonna figure out food in a bit. Nice. I just, like, scarfed down my cereal because I just got up. Oh, I clicked a button. Whoops. Sorry about that. A little technical issue though, but yes, we're good now. But yeah, I just got up. I just got up and wolfed down my cereal, and that was probably a mistake, but I have a Celsius, which is gonna help me wake up, I hope. Even though I had one yesterday. Circle of life and all that is probably the explanation. Maybe it's like, oh, these things there's too many of them, so we must kill them. And it's like, well, I mean, but we're just killing them to kill them. We're not really doing anything with it. So, I don't know. I don't like it, but it is just gonna happen a lot. I'm not all that well versed in D&D, but aren't druids the vegan class? I actually don't know. Sometimes depends on source material. Yeah, I don't remember. I wish they had more pacifist routes to level up rather than just professions. Yeah. And I feel like I usually take... I guess I usually do professions in Classic. I don't really do them in retail because I don't know if there's a point in retail. I don't know, retail kind of confuses me sometimes. Like, not play-wise or what, like, retail's easier. And there's quality of life changes, but I don't know that the professions are all that important. So I do them in Classic, but I don't usually do them in retail. And I usually just do, oh look, more people. I usually just do alchemy and herbalism. So then I do the same ones all the time, but that's okay. Only cereal, no fruit. No, I was in a hurry. I was running late for stream. I'll probably go out and get something nice. Everything at my college is closed today. Oh, cereal sounds so nice. Cereal's kind of my backup. Ideally, that's not what I'm eating for breakfast, but when I'm lazy and when I'm in a hurry, that's my backup. I guess I should also be hitting it with my stick so I can train the staff, but it just takes forever to level the sticks, the staves. In-game professions matter, but not while leveling except for during current content. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess I never paid enough attention to it in retail, because it just seemed like it didn't matter, so I think on some of my characters I took skinning and leatherworking, because a lot of the stuff you were killing, you could skin for leather. So I would do that sometimes, but I don't know, I feel like I never ended up doing anything else with the stuff I made, and I didn't really progress it that far. And I just mainly moved through the campaign, through the story, and that was kind of it. But, oh, there's more quests over here. Well, I'll do these first, that's alright. But yeah, it was like, I don't really like killing the animals. I'd rather go around and pick herbs. Oh, they hit it first. Okay. Need more of these. And usually I don't pick druid, usually I pick either a mage or a priest. And if I'm playing, some of the characters I've leveled on my own are usually like hunters. Sometimes mages, but I haven't done a druid in a long time. I haven't done a druid in such a long time. I just like that I can go stealth at some point. Like I can go stealth and just sneak around stuff. And I prefer being able to do that so that I don't have to fight the things that I don't want to fight. But I guess especially in Classic, because retail I feel like I survive better than in Classic. In Classic I don't always think it through, and then, you know, characters die a lot. Hi South Reaper, welcome in, how are you? Hi Crafty Gamer, welcome in, how are you? They changed how professions work so you don't have to power level through all the expansion professions to get caught up. You start from the beginning of current expansion profession once you're high enough character level. Oh, okay. Yeah, because that's the thing that I guess when I started playing Classic when it relaunched. That was 2019, but I didn't start till 2020, I think. And you know, I was playing with family, so I didn't really have to think too much about like survivability and all that, you know, it was because when you got more people it's easier in Classic. But oh, I need a pig. I don't need any more. I need a pig. But then I started playing retail and I was like, oh, this is much easier to play like on your own. But there was just so much content and so much to catch up on, and it felt like the professions were just never ending because each expansion had, you know, stuff. And now there's even more. Oh, I got a bag. Yay. But money in Classic is like the worst. Trying to get money. And then in retail I have like hundreds of thousands of gold because I never spend it on anything. Because I don't really need to. Good here, how are you? I'm alright. Still kind of half asleep. Slowly waking up. Rip Thondiel's dead characters. There's a lot. There's a lot. My characters die a lot. In most games, because usually I get distracted. Okay. Gloves. Bracers. I guess gloves.
Go in peace.
I also don't remember in trying to think, I get Classic and retail confused sometimes too. Where I get Classic and retail confused in terms of like the gear stuff. Sometimes they have changed different things and then I forget which characters can use what. But it'll tell me if I can't use an item, I'm pretty sure. It's just been a while. Okay, 2 new quests.
Stars guide you.
I'm good, how about you? I am alright. I just need a brain break, so we're doing a no-think game, hopefully, today. Hopefully a no-think game, although I don't have to think too much with Enfield either, but I had to think more. So I'm too tired to do that. You're a scholar. Yes, my character is a scholar. My VTuber character is a scholar. Based off my real life independent scholarship. Okay, so we are, let's see. The sigil was given to me by a messenger from our druid trainer, Mardant. I don't know how to pronounce any of the names either, so FYI. It seems Mardant would have words with you. When you have a moment, read it and bring it to him after. Okay.
Farewell.
Balance of nature. Thinning the younger population of creatures here in Shadowglen was a good start, but there's still work to be done. Yes, we must kill we must kill the animals. The resources of the forest will be depleted too quickly if the problem is not addressed. Killing nature's beasts is a necessary evil for the good of all who share the land. I don't know that I agree with that. Venture into the forest and slay mangy night sabers and thistle boars in the name of balance. Like, there are predators, dude. And y'all aren't making any use of it. That's the problem. Do you own a cat? Yes. 3. 3 cats. Plus, I guess 1 outdoor cat now. I guess he's mine. Oh, which, by the way, if you were here last stream, I said the outdoor cat did not get into the house. The little house. Plus the one you fed. Yep, he is. I guess he's mine. I don't know. Like, sometimes I wonder if he belongs to somebody still, but he just doesn't seem like he does. So he was in the house. He got in the house the night that I streamed and said he was not in the house. After stream I checked, I turned the porch light on because I couldn't see, and unfortunately that startled him and he left the house, but I know he was in the house. I turned it off real quick. I think he got back in. And then yesterday the neighbor's cat came over and was eating the food, and I'm like, you have food. Stop eating Smudge's food. His name is Smudge. I named him Smudge. Stop eating his food, please. You have food. So she was eating that food, and then she was in the house. I'm like, this is not your house. Why are you here? I mean, you're welcome because you're a cat, but I don't want you to take the house away from the other one who doesn't have a house. But then he got in it with her. So they're both in it. I don't know if they're male, female, I'm just making guesses, but he got in it with her, and they get along. They've been getting along the whole time I've seen them outside together. So they don't fight over it, at least. But, you know, I mean, it's big enough for 2. So, yeah. Can I see the cats? I have posted pictures in the Discord. I can put some on Twitter, or so I'm trying to think, how do I publish, or I could just post them on the YouTube community tab or something. I'll do that. I'll post it on YouTube community tab. I'll post a picture of all 3 after I get off stream. I was trying to think, like, what's the easiest way to make it public? I've probably posted them on Twitter before, but it was a long time ago. Better to keep them fed and warm than to not, I say. Yeah. I don't want the poor little stray cat, who is not little at all. He's quite large. He's quite large and quite fluffy. I just don't want him to be without the house because the other neighborhood cats, the neighbors' cats, take it, even though they are owned by people who feed them. So, but yeah, he seems to get along with them, but he still will not have anything to do with me, so he's still too scared. Okay, this is the person. No, this is not the person I was supposed to take. No, this is somebody else. Okay, thank goodness you are here, Druid. Strange news has traveled to me through the whisperings of the forest spirits. The mysterious woodland protector, Tarandrella. Hey, my VTuber's covering some of this stuff, so you won't know if I mispronounce it. Tarandrella has returned to Shadowglen. The Dryad's presence has not been felt in the forest of Kalimdor in years. Something is surely amiss if she has journeyed back to this land. Seek out Tarandrella. See what business she tends to in our grove. One of the sentinels reported seeing her in the southwest of Aldrasil. Okay.
Farewell.
Well, I did download Questy this time, which normally I don't. Normally I don't have any add-ons. But, like I said, I didn't want to think today, so...
I am honored.
Good friend of mine named Iveron, usually visits me at the same time every day. Strange thing is he hasn't been by today at all. He's several hours late, in fact. I admit I'm a little worried. Iveron spends a lot of time over by the cave to the north. Sure, you know how dangerous it is. There are spiders everywhere. Why would you spend time in a spider cave? I remember this quest. If you happen to be going that way, though, will you keep an eye out for him?
Farewell.
Ugh, bugs. Should I get this quest at the same time? I guess I'll just get them all. And Classic doesn't have... I don't think Classic has the arachnophobia mode, which I have turned on my retail because of primal fear that I've got, that it's just like they're on my big screen and I don't like it. I didn't do that on my laptop originally, but on my big screen I'm like, no thanks, I'm gonna turn that off. Greetings, young druid. Can you offer me aid? I have a package of herbs that I must deliver to the town of Dolinar, but I still have business with the druids of Shadowglen and cannot yet leave. Go with the delivery quest. There's gonna be a lot of that. Can you deliver this package for me? It must be sent to Innkeeper Keldramir, the Dolinar Inn. It lies to the road. Okay, we know where it is.
Go in peace.
Do that one later. Spiders can be cute. Nah, I don't like bugs. If they stay away from me. Actually, that's not true. I like butterflies and caterpillars. Ladybugs are fine too. We've had so many ladybugs in the house. Ladybugs and stink bugs and little flying bugs, which the cats like to chase.
Is there trouble?
I see you found me, young night elf. Melithar is a wise druid to have sent you.
What is nature's call?
Something evil is brewing in the forests of Teldrassil. Look along the hills to where the peaceful furbolgs used to dwell with furbolgs. Those things. There's so many of those things too. They have deserted their homes and are amassing under the name of the Gnarlpine tribe. Only the corruption of wicked fell moss could cause such transformation. The Grells and Grelkin have infested the area, are threatening residents of Shadowglen. Engage these Grells and Grelkin and see if they are indeed caught under the enchantment of the wicked fell moss. Okay. We go turn in. I guess I should actually be paying attention to the level too. I don't usually do that either. But in Classic you kind of have to. Can I give you a nickname, Thondiel? I guess it depends on the nickname. Oh. Just looking at the other screen. I'll have to get food. I'll update with my findings. Any song recommendations for the drive? I normally just have a playlist of like classic and emo rock that I just play over and over. So I'm not the best person for that. Are they upstairs? Like, it's literally the same Spotify playlist that I've had for probably like 6, 7, 8 years. This is trainers. Okay. I forget where some of the stuff is. Like the different trainers. Food and drink. I'm definitely gonna need that. Can I call you Mommy LMAO? I don't really care for that because it is usually like a sexualized thing and that's not my character.
What brings you here?
Bean soup. Some of the food in here is questionable. Steamed mandu. I love how like the icon for some of the stuff is like this icon for mandu is the same icon for like the sandworm meat. That's what it always makes me think of. I suggest the Lindis for the nickname. Okay, that sounds familiar, but my brain is not connecting in the moment who that is. I know I've heard that name before. Hi Hadi, welcome in, how are you? Okay, well I have some of this stuff. These things I don't need. I do need some of this stuff. That's a quest item. This one is better. I don't need that. Don't need that. Quest items. Probably should get food and water. I just hate spending my money so early game because there's not a lot of money. Not a lot of money in early game. There's this YouTuber out there that I hate. Her name is Meowba. Okay, I've not heard of them. Fiance of the— oh, the fiance of the orphan killer. Oh no. Kinda just threw it there because of the TH sound, yeah. It's the the TH sound. That's right, yeah. Oh no. She was also kind of— I don't know. The guy was like, what's his name? Rare, which I never said correctly. I said correctly maybe twice the entire time. That guy kind of got on my nerves. But she did a little bit too, but I don't know. I was just like, okay guys, whatever. Anyway. Okay, so maybe I should get, I can heal a little bit. I don't have a lot of mana yet. And I don't have a lot of money either, so I'm gonna get— actually, I'll probably get water and drops sometimes. So I might wait. Hadi, I can't remember if I answered you that I am well. I'm just waking up. Today is a no brain day, so I needed to play a game where I don't have to think too much, but now I'm overthinking what to buy and not buy. Orphan killer, not orphan maker. I mean, he made some he did make some orphans, yes, but he was also killing the orphans before finding them and killing them afterward. Yeah, he was— I think it was the stream where he was like going through the files, and some of the files were children, and he was like eliminating the children as well as the adults, and it was like, I don't know, just really, it was a lot. There was like a running joke of the orphan killer, and then something about that stream, because I just edited this clip the other day, that the stream was summarized by orphans and cake. That's what it was. Cheese and cake and orphans. Yeah. That was from Genshin, in case anybody doesn't know. That was from Genshin. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately there's a lot of bad people on YouTube and Twitch and social media in general. And pretty much every fandom space I've ever been in, so unfortunately that's just how it is. There's always going to be people like that. I just ignore them and move on. Most of the time. More Celsius. But yes, oh, that one is sour. Oof. That's a sour one. Although I like sour, it just kind of threw me off. Okay, I'm gonna buy stuff later, I guess. I'll see if I get any off of the drops. But yes, the orphan stuff was Genshin. That was an interesting quest. General supplies. Okay, I'm gonna forget where all these different people are. Priest trainer. Okay. I always forget where my trainer is, because I'm used— or the druid trainer, I should say. Yeah, there's too many things to remember. If it can make you feel— if it can make you feel any better, Rare is one of the worst antagonists in Genshin. Just slightly behind the last one. Yeah. Yeah, he was... He was a piece of work. Oh, I already came in here. I thought that was upstairs. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna forget where all the different trainers are. So if I want to learn... I don't remember when you learn the professions or how much it costs to learn the early professions. I'll have to remember to train that. Maybe I should train... Maybe I should train... leather? Because I could probably make more money off of that. Does she sell? No, she's a quest giver. She doesn't sell anything. I'm gonna do... Okay. I want to do... Wait, what level am I? 2. I am 2. Not sure if you remember, I told you I had an exam last time. I think I failed. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hopefully it's not worth... Is it worth a lot percentage of your grade? Hopefully not, but usually they are. I know that's rough. Okay. These are level... This one's... Okay, I guess I should do... I can attempt to do... that. These ones. Well, the cave. I don't know if I want to go to the cave, but I guess I should. We'll see. Fell moss. I need fell moss. It's fine, it's just a mock. Real one is in like 2 months. Oh, so you have time. You have some time to like... I guess you'll get it back and like can try to figure out how to do better next time, I guess, if they give you feedback. Well, I hope the real one goes better then. I haven't had like an exam in a long time, but I hated them because I had to just force memorize everything and write essays off like the top of my head, which was not ideal. I don't like writing full on essays like that, but okay, what was I supposed to kill for the Grelkin and the Grells? And this one is Mangy Night Sabers and Thistlebores, not the young Thistlebores. Okay. I always say to myself I have time and then never study either way. Oh no. I definitely gotta try to use the feedback so you can do better next time, but yeah, I say that, but then I wait till the last minute to do most of my stuff. Hence why this weekend is stressful and I needed a brain break and I'm not thinking at all right now. I turned in my assignment that was due yesterday, but I have another one due tomorrow and I have to have a proposal ready for Monday, so that's what I'm going to be doing the rest of the day, I guess. Also, it's time to like... I got summoned to Lowe's last weekend. Like I said, I got summoned to Lowe's last weekend. I will not be summoned this weekend, but there is outdoor work that needs to be done now with the mulch that was procured. Yeah, try to understand subjects and write them down in your own way. That's the best. That's the best, is if you can put it in your own words, you might remember it better rather than like just, you know, copy paste from whatever source. But yeah, you'll get the general idea from that, and I do better if I'm like physically writing something down in my own words, which I don't do very often, but it does work better.
Good luck.
Oh, he's also the druid trainer, that's right, yeah, okay. I see you're eager to continue your studies. Good. I wonder if you have spent much time in the Emerald Dream already. Perhaps you're not prepared for that. In time, I'm sure, but until then, we should discuss other matters.
May the stars guide you.
I will be your mentor and guide for now. It is my duty to teach you how to interpret not only what the spirits communicate to us, but also the complexities and secrets of the Emerald Dream. I just don't want to get stuck in the Emerald Dream, okay? As you learn and grow in power, you will learn more of our sleeping trance. But until then, return to me as often as you like, and I will teach you what I can in the ways of our kind. Is there anything I can remember? Mark of the Wild. Which costs 10. Sure.
Farewell.
I'm usually very, like, unwilling to spend money in Classic. Because I'm like, no, I must hoard all of my resources. Watching this whilst playing Bloodborne, nice. Teaching someone else is a surefire way to get a better understanding of the material you're studying, yeah. That definitely helps too, especially if it's something that's memory. Like, I always had a better time with language too, if I was studying language, if I was trying to teach it to somebody else. Not like actually teach it, but acting as if I was teaching it. Another way is rewrite something without seeing multiple times, but it works with memorization. Stuff, poems and stuff, yeah. I can't give any advice related to, like, math or science, or it's like areas that I know nothing about, hardly. Because I was always humanities stuff, in college at least. There was a lot of writing and rewriting. That helps for subjects like that. Math and science, I'm not sure what works. Now I'm gonna need to set up my bars too down here. If I want to do... if I want to do an action bar... Where do I want to put them? Yeah, I'll do a couple extra. Action bars. I don't need them yet, but I will need them eventually. Okay. What are we doing? Science is a mix of both. That would work since I do English literature. Oh, English literature. My first master's was English. Not literature, but it was English. I had to take literature classes, though. And that was a lot of write it down in my own words and then rewrite it down in my own words. And try to pretend like I was explaining it to someone else. But yeah, there was a lot of memory for that, I feel like. Depending on the class, I guess. Depending on what they were wanting us to do. It's mostly essays. It was a mistake picking it. Oh no. I'm sorry. I like, I did like my English classes. I didn't care for some of the specific literature classes. I was the writing linguistics track. But yeah, it's not, I don't know, not for everyone, I guess, but I really liked most of it. Am I supposed to kill these things? Yeah. Okay. That's a level 4. I'm level 2. This may not go well. I only have one offensive spell. I think my spells are gonna do more anyway. I won't resist because they're too high level. And you run out of mana all the time. Almost. There's a whole bunch of them over here that I don't think I want to. I do not want to pull multiple. There are so many right there. probably level 4. Those are level 3. Okay. Well, they're getting the boars. Liked it during my last year of school. That's when my friends were with me now. I'm one boy in a class full of girls. Oh no, I'm sorry. I know that's frustrating, but it's easier when you have a friend in your major. I was a history major first in undergrad, and it was mostly boys. There were a couple of girls depending on the class, but I remember I had one class where I was basically the only girl, and I hated it because I would sit kind of in the back and I was just surrounded by frat boys, and I'm like, I don't want to be here, because I was also a freshman and they were seniors, juniors and seniors, just trying to take an easy class, like quote unquote easy class, and get an A. And I'm like, this was probably not the class you should have picked if you wanted an easy A, because this is like handwrite essays from scratch all the time on our exams. Like, that was also one of the only classes my entire undergrad that I got a B in instead of an A. So it was like, it was rough. It was an entry class. I gotta go, I'll be back later. Yeah, Crafty, no worries. Thanks for lurking. Hi, Bear. Sorry, I might have forgotten about the stream. It's okay. What's this? This is World of Warcraft Classic. Because I play a lot of Warcraft. And usually I don't have to think, although I did forget that the early Classic I have to think, so... Or my character's just gonna die a lot, which is also fine. I don't really care. Guess I'll go up here to this cave. I barely passed history. Oh no. Yeah, I liked my history classes. But yeah, most of the English classes, my point that I was getting to was my history classes were mostly male students, and my English classes, all my literary studies classes, were mostly female students. So it doesn't surprise me that if you're like in a class full of girls, that tends to skew that way. I don't know why.
What brings you here?
So glad you found me. How did you know I was here? I was bitten very badly by a spider named Githias, whatever, the Vile, while exploring the spider cave very close to here. I'm sure I have been seriously poisoned. You must help me. Please tell Durania Silvershine she'll be able to help me. Hurry, I'm so dizzy. Well, bro, maybe you shouldn't have. Maybe you shouldn't have been hanging out with the venomous spiders, because especially without an antidote of some sort, like, why would you do that? Why would you do this to yourself? Okay, I was just gonna see who down there. Okay. Oy. Also, have you ever heard of Genshin Impact? My friend told me about it, but I didn't get what she's talking about. All I know is rage baiting Impact. Oh, we definitely know Genshin. Oh, there's a spider. No thanks. You are level 3. Those are level 4. They're a little questionable, but I think I can take them one at a time. Same here, at least 65% my class are women. Yeah, I don't know what the skew is, but I guess also... Sorry, I heard an aggressive attack sound. I thought they were coming for me. I don't know what the reasoning is for that skew, the skew, but I feel like a lot of the STEM classes are also mostly male dominated, in like the computer classes and stuff, but I don't know. I use up my entire mana on one. Anyway. I noticed during my college that taking night classes was better environment for classmates. Literally no one was goofing off or slacking. Yeah, I would imagine if you're there in night classes, you're probably pretty serious. you know? Like, you're probably working, maybe, during the day, and so you have to take night classes. It's like you're gonna be a little more engaged, I guess. And sometimes sometimes people go to college just because their parents want them to, and then they don't care at all about, you know, they don't care at all about the class or getting their degree or whatever. And so they're not as engaged and they're not as good to have as classmates, or especially if you get assigned group projects. I hate group projects. Why the heck do you go to an area with spiders without antidotes? It's like going to space without extra oxygen tanks. I know, like, why would you just assume they're not going to bite you? Cause nature, like, I don't think that's gonna... I don't think that was a smart idea. Oh, thank you for the hydrate redeemed, Jihad. I'm drinking my water and also my Celsius. Because I need the caffeine. Also, I forgot to make my slime tower. My little slime tower of my slime model. I'll have to try that. I didn't have time yesterday because I was so busy. Bro, I lost my 50-50 to Mona at 75 pity when I was going for a Scoffier. Well, at least I can get Chaska now. I'm sorry, Bear. I know, those 50-50s are the worst. Okay, these things and these bears are the right one. Boars, not bears. Those are not bears. Those are boars. I need to go back to bed and sleep some more. These things are level 3. Oh, come back, friend. Come back, friend. I don't want to kill the animals. Okay, I do feel compelled to train my staff, but the skill in staves takes forever. Just takes literally forever to raise. At least in Classic. I don't think it's as bad in Retail, but... let's see. Sorry, I'm gonna catch up on chat. Hey, Thandiel, how's it going? Also, what's this game about? Sorry, I've never played it. Yeah, no worries. I am alright. I am having a very busy, stressful weekend, so I wanted a game where I didn't have to think. And I've played this so many times that generally I don't have to think. Although apparently I can't multitask. This is World of Warcraft Classic, which means it's just the older version. Now I'm level 3. But this is about a lot of things, depending on where you enter the game, because the game has been going on since, what, 2004? I don't know. 2004, I think. But it's basically you choose character class, lots of different character classes you can choose to level. I'm a druid. And you can choose different races, and basically you fight war campaigns. This is what the longer narrative of all that is. There's always some kind of war, always some kind of fighting going on. And there's like 2 main factions, lots of different races when you get into the later game. But yeah, it's about a lot of things, depending on where you start. So I am right now in the Night Elf territory, which is a starting area. And basically they just kind of send you on a lot of kill these things, deliver these things, quests while you level. So yeah. They both have big teeth and thick necks, practically the same, honestly. I forgot what that was in reference to. Sorry. Is this game free to play? Unfortunately, no. Warcraft is a subscription, which kind of sucks. Because it's a monthly payment. You can prepay, but it's... Oh, boars and bears. Okay, sorry. I did say bear instead of boar. Basically the same thing. Who cares? Yeah. But this is not free to play. This is a subscription. I forget how much it is per month because I usually prepay for 6 months. Because I play it so much. But yes, so sorry, that was a really vague answer for what the game's about, but it depends on where you start, like what character race you start with, what expansion patch you start with. Like the most recent one is very different. It is a chronological story, kind of. they retroactively do some stuff, but there's a lot of backstory and lore that gets kind of retrofit over the years. But it's a very long running game with a lot you can do. Because I think if you play retail version, which is just modern World of Warcraft, that's the difference between classic retail. Classic is the old version, less quality of life changes, more like it was back in the day when it released. And retail is modern version, but you can play the older areas in retail as well. So you could, if you wanted to. I think you can start anywhere in retail still, unless they changed it and you have to go through a specific process to level. But it used to be you could pick any starting area. Like you could kind of go in wherever you wanted. When is the next Genshin stream? I'm not sure. I don't know when the new stuff's coming. When new stuff is coming. I don't keep up with the schedule too much, so if we get a new event and new content, that's usually when I do Genshin. Sometimes I also do it again so I don't have to think and clear out some side quests, but I've cleared out a bunch of them, so we'll have to see. Okay, gotta go bye Bear. Hi Kokeska, welcome in. How are you? Kill more. I gotta pay attention to my health and mana, which I don't normally do. Okay. These are not dropping very much by way of food and water yet. I've gotten one food. Guess I should put these here. Oh, it's already there. Never mind. Let me put that. Doing good, about to go for a walk. Nice! Yeah, hopefully the weather's good. It's been getting better here, although I guess it stormed past couple days, but better today, less cold. Can I wear this? I can wear this. This is all junk. That's literally the same. Okay. I need lightsabers. Resisting my spells. Oh, I was like, the rabbit. I went to a theme park on Wednesday and the weather was horrid. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. That's like, if you're gonna be outside. And sometimes they shut the rides down too, right? Like, if it's bad enough weather, they'll shut it down. I haven't been to one in a long time. Well, because let's be real, I don't really like roller coasters, but the last time I was supposed to go, it snowed. Or like iced, and so it got closed down. And I didn't get to go. And I've never been since. I keep forgetting I can only kill like one at a time before I have to regenerate. It was still really fun though. It was my first time as well. Oh, nice. Well, did you still get to ride stuff? They didn't close everything down. I like the water rides usually better than most things. That's not the type I need. That's... Let me go turn this one in.
What brings you here?
Oh dear, I was wondering why I hadn't seen Iveron. Yet today. I've always warned him about those spiders. Well, ma'am, he doesn't seem like he has that many brain cells, okay?
Goddess, watch over you.
You may be able to help Iveron, as I know of an antidote that should help with the poison. requires some ingredients though before I can make it. I'll need hyacinths, mushrooms. Okay. Can find these growing under trees, or you may collect them from the Grell south of here. They seem to have taken a liking to them. I also need moon petal lilies, which only grow around watery pools. Last ingredient may prove most difficult. From the very spiders that poisoned Ivoron collect webwood ichor.
Good luck,
Ugh.
friend.
Oh, there's so many things on the map. There's so many things, because I'm not used to having the add-on. So they grow around the trees. Am I gonna see them? Because normally I don't see things in the ground cover. And somebody else may have picked them already. It all just looks like flat brush to me. Try going over here. Oh, they're okay. They're sparkly. At least they're sparkly. Mushrooms. I need 7. That's a lot of shrooms. If I go this way. Give me the shiny mushroom. I'm hoping some of these things drop food and water. Okay. 2 more. Have the mushrooms. Okay. Guess let me do the foul moss first. Oh, this person has a quest.
Greetings.
Oh, this is also webwood venom. Came to Shadowglen to observe the webwood spiders that dwell in the Shadowthread cave. They are cousin to a much smaller variety of spider. I believe the world tree has a profound effect on them, and I would like specimens to study to confirm this. Ugh. First, I would like some of their venom. Gather webwood venom sacs from the spiders in and around Shadowthread cave to the north. Can examine them for similarities for their smaller cousin's venom. Ugh. Should you just be asking random people to go pick up spider venom? Like, it just sounds really dangerous. Really dangerous, yeah. Understanding a game without playing it is tough, at least for me. No, I agree with that. It can be hard if you're not moving through it yourself, because I feel like when people explain games to me, I don't really get it. Like, I'll watch people play sometimes, and if I watch enough, it'll make sense. But... oh, I need to go... wait, where am I going? But if I'm not doing it myself, usually it's a lot harder for me to get it. Warcraft, I feel like, is hard to explain because there's so much stuff. So, like, whether you... depending on where you start, it can be hard to describe. But basically early. I mean, this game is a continuation of the older computer games. There was like Warcraft computer games that were offline. And so this is the online MMORPG after the fact. Is this not the... No, not that one. These things, yes. But basically this version, I guess, this is Burning Crusade Classic, so the expansion is Burning Crusade. Oh, we're in ad break on Twitch, I forgot to warn people. I will wait to explain that till after we get out of the ad break, because I don't know who got caught in it. I'm gonna keep getting the things that I need in the meantime. Oh, they're over there killing the boars. Okay, I don't need boars, I need... How many WoW games are there? My understanding of the older computer games that are offline, I think there were 3, and then this is technically just 1 game, but there have been a bunch of expansions. I don't even know how many, honestly, but it's been going since, I think, 2004. And the most recent one just came out this year, like the most recent expansion. So there's been all sorts of patches and like different updates to stories. Like every time a new expansion comes out, you get more quests. You get like a new storyline, and a new set of quests, and usually you level more, so like the level cap will increase. They'll add new features, like over time they added new features, like different mounts you could fly. In original game you couldn't fly. So yeah, there's been lots of expansions over the years. Having fun is the only thing I want from a game, and it looks fun. Yeah, exactly. I just care about having fun, and I also like story games. And I mean, there is story to this, but you don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to pay attention if you don't want to. Some people don't. But that's what I like, is the lore and the background and all that, which can be hard to piece together because it's been released over so many years, and they've revised a lot of things. But there's also like some stuff is only in books. They released books, so there's been other places to get that information, and it's just a lot. But yeah, I only really play for story and to have fun. Some people will play this specifically to do dungeons and raids. Like, you'll do dungeons with groups of people, you'll do raids with even bigger groups of people to get like the best gear, and to have your character have the best gear, you have to do raiding. I generally don't do that. That's not fun to me, but it's fun to some people, and some people get really competitive about it. So, but yeah, there's been lots of expansions. I think the level cap went up to like 120 at one point, and then they kept scaling it back down because it would just be never ending at that point. But anyway, this is Burning Crusade, which is not... I forget the order of the expansions sometimes. So basically, this storyline is more about not the part I'm doing because I'm beginner level, but the new stuff when Burning Crusade came out was like stories about demons invading this world. This world is called Azeroth, and the demons are like invading. So it's the Burning Legion, or the demons that they're trying to fight back. I'm a little bit fuzzy on the early game stuff because I didn't pay as much attention, but that's the general gist of this one. But that's like later game content in this version. I feel kind of cool talking to a streamer. Oh, thank you. Okay, I still need those. Still need 3 more of those. Don't need the boars. Oh, we are out of the ad break on Twitch. Okay, good. I do not need the boars anymore. I need summon my cat. Okay, spears. I don't want to do those yet. I'm gonna get the rest of the mangy night sabers, or whatever they're called. These are all boars. Give me the lightsabers. Oh, geez, I almost choked. I like inhaled air at the same time I was trying to swallow the Celsius. Oh, that was almost really bad. Okay, we're good. Promise I'm awake. I just played Arknights Enfield just now, so I'm waiting for the next stream. Yeah, I'll definitely play more of that. I wanted to try WoW Classic to see if that's something I can add to my rotation, because like I said, I don't have to think, which is nice. So it's a little bit more calm. Not that I'm not calm in my other streams, but in Enfield I'm trying to like figure out the story because I don't know anything about it, and I didn't play the original Arknights, so I know nothing. But yeah, I have plenty more to do in that, I think. I don't know how long that story is, but I can't have possibly gone through that much of that yet because I was very slow. Okay, we'll go over here, and I don't want to drink my water because I have to buy more water. I mean, it regenerates pretty fast, I guess. Because I don't have that many spell points. Very few spell points. Okay. I need more Felmos, and I need to hit you with my stick because I need to level my stick. I also get unnecessarily completionist about it sometimes, where I'm like, no, I must max level the thing. And it really doesn't matter. Some of that doesn't matter, but in my head it matters. Bracers, yeah, okay. Don't need... Already have that, okay. Lightsaber. Okay, how many... Oh, I don't need any more. Okay, just kidding. I need the Felmos. 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 That's my problem too. I'm too slow and the story felt boring until I reached Wuling City. Oh. Yeah, I'm really into it so far. I think I'm having a hard time keeping up with it story-wise. Because as I have learned, I don't really retain a lot on stream. I don't really retain much. Okay, where are the Grelkin? I don't see the Grelkin. I don't really retain much after the fact. So then if I learn something in the story, I forget it by the next time, or I forget, like, the development or whatever, and which normally doesn't happen when I play off stream as much, but I think I'm just too, like, focused on multitasking, I guess, and so I don't pay as much attention. Because if I'm paying attention, I'm, like, locked in and I'm silent, and that's not ideal for stream. So I was just playing, and all I can hear is some armed monster screaming in my ear. In your game? Or these things? How many more of those? Oh, I need 3 more and they don't all drop it. This is mostly 4s. Yeah. Oh, these things, these Grelkin things make an annoying noise. Wait, has the cat changed his color? The cat walking below. Oh yeah, it's random. I don't remember how many color options there are, but every time you do it, the exclamation point cats, it'll just randomly select a color. Really annoying. Okay, but I need 2 more. These are the venom sacs and the ichor. Oh, there's a Grelkin too. The only other 2 commands I remember for the cats are exclamation point pizza to feed it pizza and exclamation point, I think it's exclamation point love will make it have a heart or something. I forget. I think there's 4 commands. I guess I should post those somewhere. I don't know where to, I don't know what the easiest way to do that. Okay, I don't want to get too close to those. I need more thermals. I'll let my mana regenerate because I don't want to use up my resources. Don't want to use up my water. Okay, those are spiders. I guess the girl can spawn here, but they've already been killed. Yeah, there's one. They also don't all drop it. Which it says it's like, I don't know if I trust the percentages. Sometimes it says like, oh, it's 80% chance to, I don't think it is. Yay! That was the last Felmos. Okay, those are down there, but the spider thingy is up here. But if I turn those in first, I'll probably level? Question mark? So I'll do that first. Okay, go. Yeah, I'm gonna go turn both of these in. And hopefully that'll level me. I'll get some more spell points. The other thing about early game is it's very slow in terms of movement speed, because you can't ride a mount yet, and I can't turn into, I can't shapeshift yet to be a cat. Okay, you have proven your dedication to nature well by slaughtering animals. Okay. A young druid like yourself has a promising future. Do I already have? Okay. This one's better.
Good luck, friend.
Yeah, that one's better. Oh, no, let me turn in this one too.
Hi!
Satisfy my suspicions. Bring me 8 fell moss. Here you go.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Your service to the creatures of Shadowglen is worthy of reward. You confirmed my fears, however. The Grells have become tainted by fell moss. Great. One can only imagine what has become of the Gnarlpine tribe of furbolgs who once lived here. Those are the bears. That's where the bears are. Should you find yourself in Dolinar, able druid, seek out the knowledgeable druid Athridus Bearmantle. Okay. He shares our concern for the well-being of the forest. 12 armor. Yeah, do that. Okay, good. That leveled. I don't need... Okay, I need the herbs. Absolutely take the healing herbs. Oh, thank you, Shad, for posture check. Yes, I am very much a shrimp right now. Sit up. Sit up straight. Alright, let me offload all the junk I don't need.
Feel free to browse.
Don't need that. Don't need that. I can't wear that anyway. Can I? No, because it's male. This is... I do have 4 armor. 12 armor. Plasma armor. Don't need that. That's quest item. Okay. Get rid of all this. I also need money. How much money do I have? 2 silver, 90. I have 2 silver, 91 copper.
Moon light your path.
Okay. My druid trainer. Can I train anything else? Oh, that's the priest trainer. No, wrong way. Sorry, I thought the same whenever I read something. I go full on shrimp mode. Yeah, it's not good. And like, I have a chair that has good, you know, support for the back. It has like one of those pillows. And there's one behind my neck too, but still, like, I don't know what it is. I sit forward and curve my back, and so I just look like a cooked shrimp most of the time. Or a gremlin. Unfortunately. And then I wonder why my back hurts. But yeah, I do that a lot. Want to try something real quick? Try what? Okay. Druid trainer all the way up here.
What brings you here?
Hello, friend. Oh, 8 ball. Yeah, I forgot I had 8 ball. Will the stream crash at some point? 8 ball says, I mean, to be fair, feels like 50-50 at all points in time, although Enfield has given me the most trouble. As much as I've played Warcraft on this computer, I've never had it crash, like, off-stream. Genshin has never crashed on me off-stream, I don't think. But Enfield has, so I don't know what it is about Enfield. Moonfire. Okay, oh, 95 copper. Okay. I need to, never had it crash yet. Yeah, always can. Thankfully, most things have been, like, fairly stable off stream, but of course the streaming takes extra load, on my computer, and probably, you know, it's not helpful that I'm on Wi-Fi. If I could be on wired connection, I would be, but I can't because of where the Wi-Fi, like where the router is, where the plugins are. I can't do that right now. Maybe at some point I'll be able to do that, but there's nothing here that I could plug it into. I'd have to have a really, really long cable. But yeah, I forgot I had an 8 ball. I do have an 8 ball. I have to, my other commands, I need to set up some other commands. I keep forgetting to do that because I want to find a better, I don't know if I want to use a different bot than Streamer Bot to do it, maybe. might have other options. I've seen some people, they have like a fishing game you can put on your screen and like chat can fish. I don't know how that works, but I thought that was interesting. I have arrived back with food. Yay, food. My car needed gas, so it took longer than I thought it would. What'd you get? I'm already hungry for lunch, but it's because I woke up late and only had cereal, so my body is like, no, it's time for more food. Okay, rejuvenation or moonfire. Sorry, my VTuber's in the way, kind of this, but this one cost 95 copper. Oh, they both cost 95 copper. I guess I have to do it. I guess I should do it. My poor money. My poor money. Okay, well, I need the spells though.
May the stars guide you.
It's like, I don't know how many characters I've played in this game. Too many, but I always get anxious about spending my money as if it doesn't work out in the end. It always works out in the end, it's fine. I got Culver's, burger fries, cheese curds, and sweet tea. Nice. Nice. I have not had cheese curds in a long time, and now I want cheese curds. Any cheese. Any cheese I will absolutely go for. Do I want... There. I think I want to... Okay, what number do I typically assign? I think... Okay, this one is heals for 32 over 12 seconds, and this heals for 39 to 54. I'll just put both of them here. I don't know, it's gonna change a million times, I'm sure. Also, the Song of the Drive was The Chain by Fleetwood Mac. It was the first that played out of my playlist. Nice. I am very lazy about music. Like I said, playlists are always pretty much the same. Because I'm also very much a comfort media person and nostalgia person, and that's not the right way, I'm going the wrong way. And I'm just too lazy to change them, so it's like whatever comes on the shuffle. That's what it is. But I also, like, I don't drive a lot, so a lot of times I'm just in the car and I have my headphones, like my earbuds or whatever, and I'll just listen to podcasts too. I listen to a lot of podcasts, or like YouTube videos, less so podcasts, I guess. So I'll just do that depending on where we're going, and I usually do that and like close my eyes. Okay, what was I doing? I need spider stuff. Yeah, okay. Let's go get the spider stuff. No, auto run, please. Thank you. Okay. Go kill the spiders so the one guy can study the venom and the other guy won't die of stupidity. Getting bit by the spiders. Alright, these are the first aggressive ones, so I have to be careful not to get too close to other ones or I'm gonna get attacked. I don't drive a lot either, thankfully, but when I do, I just accept the first song that pops up, yeah. Yeah, I hardly ever drive, and my registration expired because I don't ever drive. I wasn't paying attention. And it wouldn't let me renew it online, so it sucked. I had to go to the DMV. But yeah, generally I just connect my phone. It's like, okay, if I was listening to something, a podcast or a YouTube video, I just leave it on. Or just whatever shows up first. Okay, I got the Ichor. So I could go ahead and turn that in. Well, it probably won't level me, so... Everybody needs the same thing. They're gonna be in the cave too, and I don't really want to go in the cave. Although I'm gonna have to.
It is too far away.
I also hate the sound that those make. I don't like the sound. On 4% right now. Oh, like phone battery? My charger. It's phone battery. My phone hardly lasts through the day anymore, battery-wise. Like, so annoying. Otherwise it works. I guess I have to get a new one because the battery's just dead. Okay, nice. Smack it with a stick. And that one didn't have a venom sac. I'm gonna let my mono first. Let the mono come back so I don't have to waste my water. Okay. I'm gonna absolutely forget pretty soon that these things are now aggressive. They're now red named, which means they're gonna come after me if I get too close. So poor druid's probably gonna die. I get on autopilot and I forget that I can't get but so close. I haven't been low level in a long time. Alright, am I gonna have to go in the cave? No. If one spawns next to me though, I'm done for. Okay, come on. I know every single one of you have a venom sac. Let's stop this. That's the only other, like, oh, downside for Classic is that literally you might get everything you need in whatever number of kills you have to do, and then other times it's like, no, you only need to kill, like, 12 of these, but you're gonna have to kill like 50 to get the stuff you need. Maybe more. Who knows? Those ones drive me nuts. I don't think retail has that problem. But boy, does Classic sure have that problem. Okay, oh, I need to... Okay. Everybody needs the spiders. Okay, well... Apparently I'm in a popular area. Guess I could go in. I could go into the cave. I just don't really want to. Okay, still need 6. Oh, no, don't go for it. Don't go for it. I need mana. One silver. Okay. I like the music. It's kind of soothing and creepy at the same time. Oh yeah, sometimes it can be creepy. For me, it's usually like calming. Like just makes me a little bit sleepy, to be honest. But it's very calming, and I'm used to. I mean, a lot of times if I'm playing by myself, I'm listening to a podcast or something, or a YouTube video, whatever, in the background. But I like the music, most cases. I think my favorite area is probably, is it Duskwood? Duskwood, maybe. I like Duskwood a lot, but it can be creepy sometimes, but overall I think it's pretty nice to listen to. Oops, not in line of sight. Okay, well. Yeah, it's relaxing. The noises that the monsters make aren't, but the music is. I really don't want to drink the water, but it goes so slow otherwise. Okay. I'm gonna buy water.
I'm out of range.
I have one of those documentaries in the background that catches your attention every once in a while, yeah. Usually I'm just, if I'm at my streaming setup, like playing off-stream, anything off-stream, I have my game up on the main monitor and whatever I'm watching up on the second monitor. Which has been really nice. I'm glad I got a second monitor. Although now I can't see, like, around, like, past my desk, and usually the cats are on the other side of the room, so if I want to see if they're over there, I have to, like, lean under my monitor, which is just, you know, not a problem I need to complain about, but it's, nice having the second monitor because I can put whatever— oh, I don't want to get— okay. I can put whatever I'm watching up on there, but kind of depends on what it is. Sometimes I'd rather just listen anyway and not watch it, because then I'll get distracted and not, like, I'll be looking at it instead of looking at the game. But most of the time, I just have it minimized in the background. And like 8 times out of 10, it's probably true crime. No, I need venom sacks. Come on. I guess I could go get more water, because otherwise it'll take forever. These things are— no, they're level 4. I'm also level 4. Okay. I have half. I have half. I have half as many. Why does it sound like Fa when he attacks? Oh, the spell? Yeah, I don't know. I'm so used to the sound of, like, all the different spells. I kind of tune it out, I guess. You know, you get used to it after a while, and the monster sounds always, like, the ones that irk me always irk me, but I feel like I tune out a lot of the other sounds. Like, I guess you just get so used to it, it's background noise. But yeah, it's like charging the spell, I guess. Oh. Yep, stick. Okay. 6 out of 10. What is my skill? My staves skill was 16 out of 20. Oh, hello. Hello, not friend. No, come here. And I was like paranoid. Somebody's gonna spawn right next to me. Okay, well those ones are dropping venom sacs faster. Oh, hello. There's another person. Must also be a druid. It's funny, I can't stop hearing it now. Yeah, sometimes you'll lock in on a sound and it's just like, that's all I hear now. For me, it's usually the ones that grate on my nerves. I'm like, well, now that I've heard it, I can't unhear it. So. No more spiders up there. I don't think anybody wants to go into the cave. Okay, now hit with the stick. Hit with the stick. Alright. Come on, head outside. Over here. Like that one guy got poisoned, so I'm supposed to be getting like treatment for him, but then these things continually poison the player character. The player character's fine. Okay, so hit with the stick. I forget I want to hit with a stick to train the stick. Oh, I've increased, no, I did not. Did I increase it? Doesn't really matter, but I can only go to 20 anyway right now. I need one more. Okay, with the stick. See, like, poison. Okay. Now we can go back. Can't remember, when did druids in BC get their first form? Good question. I actually don't know. I don't think I've done... I'm not sure that I've actually done druid in Classic. I think I may have only done it in retail. It was a long time ago. I don't think I did it in Classic. I think I've always been a mage or a priest. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it's not too far down the line, because I really want the stealth form. I liked that a lot. So it's like weirder that I haven't played more druids, I guess. Somehow I always end up with mage, cleric, and hunter. I also like the ranged classes. I want to stand further back. I want to stand as far back as possible.
Hello.
Okay, here's your
Be
ingredients.
careful.
Thank you, Loon, that you have gathered these ingredients so quickly. In just a moment, we'll have the antidote prepared.
Del Madras.
Okay, so we can take the dude his alright, hold on. I gotta check. I need to check my grocery order. I got a text about. Hold on. I gotta check it. Let's see. Also, I want to check. I'm gonna look up when I get my first form. What does it say? I also have to pick, like, a specialization. I feel like if you do, I usually do balance? No. Or maybe. I think feral is the one that's supposed to be the best for, like, by yourself, probably. That would make sense, but when do I get my form? Okay, that's not right. That's not right. It's not level 10. I think it might be 10. Yeah, well, if this is right, then it's level 10. I have to do a quest and I'll get a bear form. Then there's a quest you can do to get aquatic form at 16, cat form via your trainer at 20, travel at 30, and flight at 68. So it should be 10. Okay. Let me check my phone real quick. Do I want substitutions for my grocery? Okay, I don't believe that y'all don't have tomatoes. I think you just don't know where to look. Sometimes they're like, it says they're out of an item, and then you go inside the store and you look and they have it. Whoever was like packing the order couldn't find it. Okay, anyway. Just give me whatever, I guess. Okay. Now we can do the antidote. The antidote is ready. Please see that Everon drinks it. There is something that you should know. The antidote, it will only remain viable for 5 minutes. It's like so useless. Come on. 5 minutes. You must get it to him in time. Speed be with you. Okay. So I just have to, well, if I accept it, I guess I have to just go straight there. Back to the cave.
Goddess, watch over you.
And the cave is up that way. I guess we'll go straight there. As long as I don't get stopped by a bunch of spiders. So yeah, I guess I'm not too far off from level 5, and level 10 I'll get a bear form. But cat form isn't until 20. That's what I want, is my cat form. Go this way. Oof. Almost ran into that one. Run around the things. Okay.
The loon be with you.
So glad you have returned.
Goddess, watch over you.
What is this? Oh, I knew Debrania would be able to help me. Everyone drinks the antidote. I'm always getting into trouble. And Debrania, well, she always manages to help me out of it. I'm feeling much better, but I think I will sit here for a while longer until I feel completely better. Well, that, and I was hoping you'd clear a path for me through those vicious webwood spiders. Yes, of course. Of course. Oh, I have to choose. Oh, I didn't choose a hurt word. Okay, well, these are worse That I can't wear, but I can sell it.
Good luck, friend.
And I need money. That's a horrible expiry date. I know, like, it's just 5 minutes, you must drink this. Otherwise, it's completely worthless, and I spent all that time getting those materials for nothing. Okay. Then he gets bitten by another spider when you're looking away. Exactly. That would absolutely happen. That's exactly what would happen if this were, like, you know, real, or like an escort quest or something. I hate the escort quests. Oh my gosh, I just had flashbacks to so many awful escort quests. Which I probably will just be skipping a lot of, if I can. Because they're terrible. I don't remember if it was retail or classic or both. Sometimes you can't, like you can't even heal if you have a priest or somebody else who can heal. You can't even heal whoever you're escorting during the quest or whatever. Sometimes you can, I think, and other times you can't. I'm like, why? Why can't I do this? Like, I don't know if the argument is it makes it too easy, but it's like, if your character can heal, then why wouldn't I be able to heal this person? Okay, what do you want? Yes, here's your gross venom sacks. When I return to Darnassus, I will compare the venom with these sacks with the venom of other spiders. It's my belief that it will have properties linked to the recent growth of our new world tree. I guess I'll get a staff. I usually go for staff. Level 5. If you design a quest where I need to follow an NPC and they move slower than my running speed but faster than my walking speed, you're banned from making video games for 1 year. Yeah, exactly. It's like, they always move at the most annoying pace possible. Either that, or they're fast and they just go off into the distance and start getting attacked. And I'm like, I am back here attacking this stuff. I cannot go where you are, so you're gonna die, and I don't care. Yeah, I hate the escort quests. That's... well, I was gonna say it's my least favorite quests. It probably is. I don't know if I remember off the top of my head. There's probably other ones I'm forgetting about that I don't like, but yeah, the escort ones are always... one of the most annoying. Is this related to the main story? It's not really related to the overall story, like the overarching story. Like the Burning Crusade stuff, I can't even really do yet because my character is low level. So this is actually more like what starting the game originally was. You know, like if you started it in 2004, in your little starting area where you level up before you get to end game content. And the end game content is always raids, which I don't do anyway. So it's like this stuff is just little errands that they send you on, and you know, while you're leveling your character, and then you'll go to the main city, and some of that is like kind of the story of classic, and then it'll go into story. With each expansion has its own story. I never played World of Warcraft, but there's a main story. There is, yeah, well, I guess each expansion has a story, and it's all kind of main storyline. So there are recurring characters, like you'll see the same characters that you see in the early game are sometimes used again way later, like they have continuity. They do retrofit stuff a lot of the times, but because it's been such a long running game. But yeah, there is an overarching story. In the later game, it's easier to follow, in my opinion, because you have like a quest tracker, like this quest log. Well, you can't really see it because my VTuber, but this quest log just lists all of your quests. But in the more modern game, it's listed by campaigns usually, so like you can actually tell what's in the campaign, what's in the main story. And I think when I started playing retail, it was Battle for Azeroth, so like Battle for Azeroth had a storyline that fits into the larger story of World of Warcraft. But there are a lot of side quests, you know, and other little extras that aren't really part of the main story, but you can do it to level, or sometimes it's a little bit of world building, you know. But yeah, there is an overarching story. Less so in Classic, more so later on. I never played it either, but it looks fun. Might try it someday. Yeah, I think it's worth a try if you like... well, this is an MMORPG, but you can play it alone, especially retail. The modern version of the game. And if you buy a subscription, you get both. So, like, you don't have to pick one or the other. You can try out multiple. So, like, they're progressing the classic version through these expansions, but then the main game, like the modern game, is getting new content, which I think released earlier this year, the latest update, which I haven't done. But yeah, it's like, is it $15 a month? I don't remember. I think you get a discount if you pay more in advance. I usually pay 6 months in advance, but the new stuff that comes out you have to pay extra for, but if you get the subscription you have access to everything up to the newest expansion, unless they changed it. That's how it's been for a while, I think.
Hello.
Okay. Now that I have the spider's venom, I'd like some live specimens to study. Why don't you go get them? Why do I have to go get them? Why don't you go with me to get them? I don't want to go there. Okay. Unfortunately, capturing a living giant spider is more than I can ask of you. Yeah, agreed. And giant spider is more than I can handle myself, but if you can find an unhatched egg, then delivering specimens will be much easier, and I can then arrange for the unhatched spiders to be contained. There must be a nest deep in the Shadow Thread Cave. Please search for an egg. Hello, person. Please search for an egg in the nest and return it to me. Yeah, I knew I was gonna have to go in the cave. I can't remember. Okay, it's level 5. It's level 5. This might be the end of the druid, the first end of the druid, we'll see. I'll probably get overwhelmed with spiders in the cave, but 15 a month if monthly, 14 a month if you pay for 3 months, and 13 a month if you pay for 6 months. Yeah, okay. Something like that. Yeah, you get a little bit of a discount if you pay in advance like that. Go get your job done yourself, yes. At least when it pertains to going into the nasty spider cave with the giant spider. Or if you make enough in-game gold, you can purchase WoW tokens for game time. Oh, right, I forgot about that. I don't know how expensive those are. I forgot about that. Yeah. I usually just buy the 6 month. If I know I'm going to take a break, I don't. But if I know I'm going to be actively playing, and like when we playing with family or whatever, like we just do 6 months usually. I think mine might be set to auto renew. Probably. But yeah. Let me just spelunk into a cave, steal an egg from a human-sized spider, in and out real quick, easy. Yeah. Usually they're like, I mean, the giant ones are, you know, much larger than the humans too, and I'm like, I don't know why anybody would. Plus you're like low level, and they're supposed to be, they know like in game or whatever that you're like training to be a druid or training to be a hunter or training to be whatever. Why would they send you there on a training mission? I don't know. I hate when random NPC treat you like a peasant. Well, it happens a lot. It happens a lot in this game. I mean, you gotta have stuff to do. I know that, but maybe don't send me to the... I'm going the wrong way again. Don't send me to the cave. Well, I don't have a lot of health or a lot of spell points, so... if this is a failed mission, I will just kill random stuff so I can level some more, and then I'll go back, but... I feel like I've even played priests on my own before, when I was in a class where we were, we had to play Warcraft for class, and I was a priest. And I mostly played it by myself because it was just easier than waiting on other people to be available, like for the class or whatever. I think I didn't make it past level 20, I stopped playing, but that was because the class was over and I was playing a horde character, and I usually play alliance characters. So sometimes you have to get creative. If the character, sometimes I'll just like, I need to get through a space, so I'll just keep running back to my character to revive, and then, you know, run as far as I can. Something kills my character. I revive, do it again. Okay, how many? Oh, you were gonna attack me. Yep. What class was that? Sign me up. It was a game studies class, but it was specifically about like World of Warcraft and like online games. And so as a class we were playing World of Warcraft, but this was also during COVID. So it was supposed to be, you know, people sitting in a classroom playing together, but we couldn't do that. Oh no, see, they were doing the thing in and out. Run, person, run. That's gonna be me. But yeah, it was a game studies class, so we were reading a lot of game studies literature, but also supposed to play World of Warcraft was, I think, the main one, and then they also had us go into Second Life or something, which was so glitchy on my computer that I kind of gave up on it, and it's not something I really wanted to play anyway, but it was like virtual worlds was part of the study, I think. It was a lot of fun. I am envious of that professor. He teaches game classes, like on specific games. He teaches other media too, but he does a lot of game classes. Oh, I didn't buy water. I should have bought water. Do I want to go all the way back? Okay, if my character dies, I'll go back. Because there's a lot of spiders in here. So I'm just gonna constantly be out of mana. But this is early game, classic WoW, very slow. Very slow and frustrating. Okay, I should regenerate. Classes for games, I've never heard that before. Yeah, game studies is its own field, kind of like, I guess it's an offshoot of media studies. I don't know if it's like a major anywhere, but it's definitely classes you can take. I've got several books on game studies that I was reading for my own like enrichment or whatever, like my own independent research stuff. All sorts of like conferences specifically on games research, all sorts of stuff. It's a lot of fun. Oh, that's not, no, wrong spell. This is gonna take a while. I guess I should have gotten water. Although I do want to hit things with a stick too. Oh, I forgot to put my new stick, my new staff. I call it a stick. I know it's a staff. I call things by the wrong name on purpose a lot of times. Where is it? Or did I? Yeah. Wow, that's such a pretty looking staff. And I wish there were such facilities in my country. Everyone here wants to become a doctor, engineer. Oh, well, doctors and engineers are very important. But yeah, I get, you know, wanting other things to study. The thing is though, like, I don't know, the degree that people study for games is most likely media studies, which is like what I'm interested in, like on a personal level or whatever. I didn't have the opportunity to major in that myself, because my college didn't have it, but I've been able to take Like, that was a class I took for fun, even though, you know, it was a college class, but I took it for fun. If you majored in, like, I don't think game studies is enough for a major, so it'd probably be media studies, and like the chances of finding work that actually deals with the games, probably not. You know, if you're not making the games, if you're not learning game design, you're learning game studies instead. That's kind of like if you want to work as a professor. Oh, we're in the ad break on Twitch. I'm just gonna keep killing spiders, though. I won't miss anything. Hit with the stick. Hit with the stick. Just have to regen after everyone. Okay, well, poison effect go away too. Okay, don't want that one again. There's still so many. So many. Okay, I'm just gonna let my mana regenerate. Uh-oh. Somebody else is getting attacked. Oh. That person dropped down scared me. Alright, I'm gonna regenerate. Maybe they'll kill some of the spiders for me. I know the whole point of these games is like, oh, you're supposed to like team up with random people and accomplish the goal. And I'm like, no, no, okay? That's always been a nightmare for someone like me, so no. There's a reason I play with family or I just play by myself, and like, because communication usually goes sideways and then like people get mad at you because you don't know something, and I'm like, no, I don't want to deal with that. No, thank you. No, thanks. There's plenty of nice people too, don't get me wrong, but my experiences have not been great. So sometimes they'll just, like, random people will invite you to join a party or whatever, and I'm like, no, I'm good. That's the reason I stopped playing battleground games. Yeah, because it's like, I don't know, I don't assume that everyone is gonna be like, you know, terrible. I do not assume. I don't assume that, but I've just had enough experience, or know people who have had experiences where I'm like, you know, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. I grew up on single player games. I'm used to playing by myself, but also I play with family, so like I don't really, you know, if I'm gonna play with other people, I just play with family usually. So it's not, playing with random people is not generally what I do, because the experiences is not always great. You don't play with your friends. I mainly play with family because my friends don't really play, well, some of them do. Like, my one friend, she plays some of the single-player games that I play, but she has only played a couple of online games, and she wasn't really into it. I don't know, I think she prefers the console games. Mainly the console games, and she just plays, like, the RPG games like I do, but most of those are single-player on console. But she's never played Warcraft, I don't think. Or I think she tried one of them. I don't think it was Warcraft. I think it was something else. Oh, there's that big one. Though it's not that big compared to some of them. Oh. Okay. Well, I can help you. I won't get anything for it, but that's fine. That's the other good thing about retail is if you hit it, somebody else already hit it, it doesn't matter. Okay. Get the nasty egg. Oh, my inventory is full. Okay, we'll just get rid of that. Okay. Well, is that the fastest way out? Probably. I don't want to drop down on one though. Okay, too bad I can't float. Okay. Not aggroed to me. Also not aggroed to me. Okay. They were all aggroed to the other person. See, that's how I will help people, is like from afar. Like I'll cast spells on random people or whatever, I'll heal random people, but generally that's about it. What role do you like to play? Healer, melee, DPS, range, DPS, tank? Typically, usually I'm the healer or like a ranged DPS, because usually nobody else wants to play the healer. But I like it because it's ranged and because I don't have to fight stuff as much. I'm mainly just like healing. But yeah, usually I'm playing a healer. If I'm playing by myself, I pick a ranged DPS, or like in games. Well, I was gonna say in Genshin, but no, I guess they're not ranged DPSs most of the time, are they? Yeah. All my friends play multiplayer games, so when they hear that I play single-player story-based games, they give me the most uninterested look. Oh, I love... yeah, single-player story-based games. That's like what I was raised on. And that's what I think that's what I like the best, because I usually want the story-based games, which are typically single-player, not always, but often they are. The one time I played online was on Genshin, and it was to advance my teapot. To be honest, it was a good experience. The person was nice letting me visit their teapot to get stuff I needed, though that might have been because I was nervous and so excessively polite during the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, I think by and large most people, I think the majority of people still are, you know, nice or good about it. It's just that when you have the negative experiences, it kind of clouds everything else, where it's like, do I want to chance it again? Do I want to have a bad experience? You know, potentially, and then kind of ruin it for myself? Not really. So usually that's why I don't, but yeah, it's always hit or miss. And then when you're in like the main city, in Warcraft, whether you're in retail or classic, it's like there's nice people in the chat that will help you if you ask a question, but there's also a bunch of people that will give you false information or just be annoying. And I'm like, this is not... do you get fun from that, I guess? I don't know. I don't. That's the thing, I didn't really care about being a mage in classic when it came out, and like when it re-released. And I was playing it in 2020, and my first character was a mage, and then once you get the ability to make portals, like everybody will bother you for portals. Which it's like, I get people just want to get places fast, that's fine, but it's like I'm trying to do something and people are like whispering me like, hey, can you give me a portal? Like they'll give you gold for it usually, but I'm like, I'd rather just focus on what I'm doing and not be bothered. Like they don't even know Arknights Enfield exists. Oh. Yeah, and some of those are like, some of the story-based games have a little bit of co-op option, like in Genshin, it's story, and you have co-op, but you can't do the story co-op, you can only do like farming or exploration. you know. The good people are quiet and leave when they feel insulted. The others are loud, stay and become louder when they get insulted, so it feels like there are more. Yeah, that's true for like most places on the internet, unfortunately, is that the negative often is just so loud and, you know, drowns out the positive, and the positive people are like, I'm just here to have fun. Like, I'm here to have fun, or I'm here to help people, or whatever. Like, those people are there, but they're quiet, they get drowned out, you can't find them as easy. It's usually the really, I don't know, the really annoying people that are the loudest, and the really negative people. And it's like, they don't care if they ruin it for everybody else, you know? And it might only be like 5% of the people that are there at any given time, but it's still very obvious. So that's, yeah. And I'm like, I don't want to deal with the 5%, so... Oh, that sound scared me. Okay. That wasn't me, that was the other person. Sorry, lost my portal gun. Yeah. It's like, it costs me a reagent or whatever to make a portal, and most people usually give you a gold for doing it, and so that's nice and all. It's just, usually I'm like in the middle of something and I'm like, I can't do two things at once. Or like, I'm in a party with, you know, family or whatever, and I can't add them because there's no room, or, you know, we're trying to do something. So if you're a mage, you'll get bothered for portals and water. But I mean, sometimes I would park myself in the main city and just like people do, and advertise like portals and water to make money. That's fine. Like, you're asking people, you know, hey, anybody want a portal? But yeah, then it gets so overwhelmed that you quit the game yourself. Pray normal. Yeah, it depends. It depends. Thankfully, I feel like for the most part, because most people are fine, you know, they don't really bother you that much. It's usually only such a small percentage. But yeah, it is the nature of online games. That, and then the other thing that I hate is people like whispering your character, like in Warcraft, and I used to play Dungeons and Dragons online, like the MMORPG, and when I play like set games like Genshin, Enfield, like the characters are set, you don't get to design them or whatever. I usually pick the male character because that's just what I'm used to, all the Zelda games, I don't know. And when I get to make my character, like design my character, I pick a female one. And then I get people whispering me, are you a real girl? I'm like, what difference does it make? Like, I don't know you, leave me alone. So, it's annoying. Or we get teased in college for playing Genshin Impact. Why? Just Genshin? Not like games in general, just Genshin? Why? I mean, I guess... No, I guess I got pretty lucky. Nobody ever really bothered me. I'm trying to think, like high school, early college. I don't think anybody ever really bothered me about playing games. Although, to be fair, super introverted, rarely talked to anybody except people I already knew. The people I already knew. You know, through other people, and I went to college with my high school friends, so I got lucky in that regard. Like, we all went to the same college. They call it a Gooner game. Oh, that's why. Genshin doesn't have the best rep. I am so far out of the loop, I guess. I haven't really paid enough attention. It is hardly what I would call a Gooner game. There are far more obvious games in that direction. So, I mean, that's just... A lot of kids play Genshin. Like, it's not... I don't know. People are weird. Are you real girl? Basically, yeah. People will, like, whisper that. I'm just like, I am not even gonna... Usually I just block the person. Like, if it has a block feature in game, I just block the person. Because it's like, what am I... If I say yes, so what? If I say no, so what? Who cares? Like, that's what I say. Yeah, it's... People are weird. I don't know. They're weird about that kind of stuff. Sometimes it's people who don't understand what they're talking about either, you know, like they hear something online or they see something and then it's like they just make an assumption and they think they know what they're talking about. But mind you, the only game they play is Fortnite. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm so sorry. Just ignore them. It's ridiculous. Just play whatever game you want. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff about that. I was watching some of the game studies researchers in one of the Discords I'm in for research. They were talking about some things they had published recently, and I forget what it was. It was something about game studies, like researchers and professors and their engagement across different games, like what games they play. And so it's like actual empirical evidence that game studies researchers actually play games, which who would have thought, you know, you would think that's obvious. But apparently a lot of people that they come into contact with who are outside of academia assume that game studies researchers don't play games. They just assume that they hate games and they're gonna like try to find things wrong with it to publish. And I'm like, have you read any of the research? Most of it's positive. And it's like, yeah, they play the games. That's why they became a game studies researcher in most cases, because they like the games. So it's just really silly, some of the ideas that go around. It's really strange. It's the same with me. I can't engage in conversations about games with my friends. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess, well, the one friend that plays the RPGs, like I can talk to her about all that, like Final Fantasy, because she loves, I think, Final Fantasy 10, I don't remember. So I can talk to her about that, but if it's like, if I try to talk about Warcraft, or which is just not gonna, it's just like the, you know, like the glazed over, like, yeah, I'm listening. So I don't talk about a lot of those games with her, but which is one reason I do it online. So I can talk about whatever game I want to talk about. Confirmation bias. Yeah, there's a lot of just weird, like, misconceptions, I guess. Or it's just assumptions. Which is not strange for the internet, I guess. Because, like, the other stuff that I like, the games research and the media research, but I also like the fandom research, so I'll read, like, fan studies research. And it's just, like, there's patterns across the larger scale. Like, if you look at it, you know, not just specific to one fandom or another, there's so many patterns, but people that are, like, entrenched in the fandom don't see it or whatever. And then you always get the toxic people, you know, like the 5% or whatever, toxic people that have to be loud and annoying and make it worse for everybody else. But yeah, the fan studies research is kind of the same thing. It's just like, these are just researchers, they don't even play this. It's like, they're not even in this fandom. And I'm like, do you think these people are going to dedicate all these hours to research and, like, advanced degrees and whatever and not like the subject matter? I'm pretty sure people, like, become a scientist because they like science, or they become a doctor because they like medicine, you know? Like, not everybody, but a lot of people do. It's just so funny. I don't know. They just go quiet, like they won't even try to understand what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's really frustrating. If, you know, I will listen to people talk about stuff that I don't get. Like, I have family who play Magic the Gathering, for example, and I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'll listen to them talk about it. I'm like, uh-huh. It's like, I'm trying to follow. I don't really know, but you're free to talk about it. Like, I may not get it, but at least try. It's important to try. It's like, if you try to understand me when I talk about my niche interest, I will try to understand you when you talk about your niche interest. But I understand that's hard. That's really frustrating. But yeah, my other friend doesn't play games at all, so she's like, I showed her a couple and she's, I don't know, she's just not into that kind of thing. She'll let me talk about it though. They'll also let me talk about research stuff and kind of, which I assume they think is boring, but they'll let me do it. Oh, Oh, this guy. Yes, the eggs. I forgot. Here's your spider egg, which I had to go into the stupid cave for. And you got to stay out here safe. Very good. I will have the egg. I will have this egg and the venom transported to Darnassus, then return here when my studies are done. I'll return there when my studies are done here. I expect to find out a great deal from these specimens. You have been a great help to me. Okay, well. Okay, this is... Do I want the robe or do I want... This is 33 armor. And this is 10. I usually go for the robes, but that's when I'm playing a priest, because then I gotta look stupid. All the early gear looks stupid. But I can't transmog like you can in retail, and you can actually design, you know, based on other older gear that you had that you liked, you can apply the cosmetic, but you can't do that in classic. I guess I'll get this. Even though it's ugly. Whatever. I heard that Teneron has been asking for you. You'll find him in the highest room atop Aldrasil. We may live long lives, but it's best you not keep him waiting too long. Okay. Alright. Kinda pushy, but okay. Alright, the other one that I have is in Dolinar. Oh, did I? No, it's this way. I always do that. Wrong way. There's gonna be a lot of that too, because I'm not great at reading maps. I think it has to do with like the lack of spatial awareness. I'm not good at anything spatial. Is this my trainer guy? I think this is my... Yeah. Oh, no, that's my trainer guy. Can I learn anything?
Peace be with you.
No, I need to be level 6.
Farewell.
I am halfway to level 6. Oh, is this the guy? Is this the annoying guy? The one that he always gets on my nerves because how he talks? No, this is somebody else. Okay.
What brings you here?
I was hoping you'd be prompt in answering my summons. I have an important task I would like you to perform. It is time for you to set out to seek your destiny, but before you are ready to set out into the world beyond our enchanted forest, there is much you must learn about our recent history. Much has changed with our people since the Battle of Mount Hyjal. I don't think I've ever said that out loud. Nordrassil lies a pale shadow of what it once was. Its power used to defeat Archimond and drive back the Burning Legion. There is a task you must perform. Go to the Moonwell north of Aldrasil and return me a vial of its water. Oh, my inventory is full, that's right. I came all the way up here. I have to go all the way back. Okay, all the way back we go, because I want the money from the stuff I can sell. Unfortunately, there is fall damage, or I would have just jumped. Okay, let's go find somewhere to sell. Don't think I need any of that stuff, except the consumables. My heartstone. Okay, my heartstone is bound. Alright, I don't need that. Okay.
What brings you here?
Alright. I don't need that. I don't need that. Don't need the robe. This is the new one. And then these are... Yeah, that armor is going to be higher than the robe, so... Probably the most of the robes. Yeah. Don't need that. Don't need that. Do I... These are 12 armor. 4 armor. 5. Don't need any of that. Can't even wear some of this, so... My gloves. Yeah. Don't need any of that. Oh boy, I have 3 silver. Okay. Are you watching any anime currently? No, I'm not watching... Actually, no, that's not true. I'm watching Murder, She Wrote. I like the old TV shows, but I've never seen that one. I have not watched any anime currently. I guess I should find one at some point to watch, because I haven't given it much chance, honestly. Anime in general. It's 2:30 a.m. here. I should sleep, but I took a nap earlier, so I'm not feeling sleepy at all. You are in the same cycle I'm in. My insomnia is a problem. My insomnia is a problem, but so is... Oh, look, we have the same outfit. But so is me taking naps. So I nap, and then the same thing happens. It's like, oh, it's 2:30, or it's 2 in the morning. I'm not tired. This is what happened last night. And it was like 4 in the morning. Still not tired, because I napped for 3 hours. I hate it, but I'm stuck in the cycle. And then even when I get sleepy, it might be like 11 p.m., which I could go to bed, but I usually don't, because I'm usually not done doing whatever it is I need to do for the next day. So then I wake up after I've done whatever, and then I do the rebellion thing where I'm like, no, now I'm gonna sit here and like relax and do something I want to do, and then I don't go to bed till like 5 or 6, so it's not good. What's the name? Oh, the name of what I'm watching? Murder, She Wrote? It's from the 80s. I think. Yeah, it's like early 80s. I don't know, it's got a lot of seasons. Or I think it does. I don't know. I thought it had a lot of seasons, that's why I picked it, because I've never seen it. And I like watching the older TV shows generally, because the newer stuff just doesn't really interest me all that much. Most of the time. Yes, but I don't want to feel tired all day. It happens almost every day. Yeah, I know. It's really hard. My doctor told me to scale back in 15-minute increments. So, like, if you go to bed at 4, go to bed at 3:45, and then 3:30, and then 3:15, and so on and so forth. Hi, Mint. Thanks for lurking. But yes, it's not great. I fall asleep after dinner most days. It's like my body has to shut down in order to digest the food. Which is not great.
Goddess watch over you.
But yeah, it's also the insomnia. For me, at least. But try to scale it back as soon as possible, because if you don't get too stuck in the cycle, it'll be easier to break. Mine has been going on for years. Not the insomnia. The insomnia has been like maybe 2 years, but the bad sleep schedule much longer than that. Well, that's smart. I should do that to fix my sleep schedule. Yeah, try it. It didn't work for me at first because I couldn't really stick to it. I'm gonna have to start doing it again. But I can't like 180, you know, it's like I can't just all of a sudden go to bed at midnight one night and actually be tired. I'll still be awake. So, it sucks, but... No, not there. Yeah, we all need to fix our sleep schedule. Unfortunately, very common. Try to have a night day where you don't let yourself sleep, maybe on the weekend. That way when it's around 9 p.m. you can fall asleep immediately. Yeah, I could try that. Maybe after it's like I always have some kind of something I have to be working on, and then I can't have as much control over that as I'd like, but because yeah, if I have to get up for work, definitely not gonna happen, but maybe on the weekend I can try. And I don't really want to try like sleeping pills or anything. Like, I don't really want to do that. I want to try to avoid any of that and fix it on my own if I can. But we'll see. I have a doctor's appointment next week, so and she's gonna ask me, what's your sleep schedule like? Like, yeah, not great, don't ask. Okay. Here, I can accept. And I need to go to this place. Oh, there's a lot of quests down there. Okay. Alright, back down the tower again. You want to pet slime? Like a slime as a pet, or you want to pet the little slime on my shoulder? My little cat slime. I am gonna have to try to make the tower. I'll have to try to do that this week before next stream. See how many slimes I can get on the tower. Pet the little slime, yeah. I want like a stress ball that looks like a slime. And late night chatting, when people ask about my insomnia, I say I don't have insomnia, I'm just a night owl. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a difference. I think I am naturally a night owl, which doesn't work well with normal, like, quote-unquote normal work schedule. I was probably meant for night shift, but I don't have a job that works on night shift. But then my time would be backwards from everybody's anyway, I guess. Okay, how do I... Easiest way to get up there is, guess, this way. I don't know if they have anything in existence. Like, I'm gonna be pretty vague about this because I was reviewing an ethics proposal for a board I sit on. I was reviewing the proposal, so I don't want to give the details of that proposal, but they were essentially working on something for night shift doctors. Like, it was supposed to help them readjust their sleep schedule, and I'm like, huh, maybe that's what I need. Maybe that's what I need. Something that night shift doctors use. I want a pet slime, just oh, hold on, I'm trying to run. I want a pet slime, just hope it has a size limit and is vegetarian. Yeah, if they get, it's like when people get pet snakes and they don't realize how big they get sometimes, depending on the breed of the snake. And it's like they weren't prepared. That would be really bad if it got too big. A bit off topic, but do you think aliens exist? Yes. But I always, I feel like my gut reaction to that is always no, because of what people think aliens are. So it's like my idea of aliens might be different than other people's idea of aliens. So I believe that there must be something else out there because the universe is so massive. Like, just so incredibly massive. But when I think about, like, Western sci-fi alien, that type of stuff, like the gray aliens or whatever, I'm like, I don't think they look like that. I don't think our idea of aliens in media is very accurate, but the universe is massive, and it gives me a lot of existential dread. Oh, I think I just accidentally hit my mouse button. Yeah. I made it slow down. Oh, I'm once again going the wrong way. That is not where that dude was. He was at the top of the tower. At least there's an auto run. I think they look similar to us. I mean, it's who knows. It's so hard to tell. Like, there's so many possibilities. I think the aliens that actually exist are either like giraffes or bacterias. That's a wide range. Didn't they find, or maybe they didn't. I was gonna say, didn't they find microscopic life on Mars at one point, or was that water? And my Avenge is water. But yeah, I love space stuff. I don't understand most of it, but I love listening to people talk about it. So that's why there was that random... I did post a random short in my slime form about... it was about space. Sometimes that might happen, depending on my hyperfixation at the moment. There might be space slime videos. Water, if they did the announcement... If they did the announcement, it wouldn't be forgotten. Yeah, the water. It was the water that... I remember that being a thing, and I was like, whoa, really? Water? So there's the potential for, like, life or microscopic something elsewhere. You know, we don't have the ability to know on other planets, but... Aliens must think we're dumb. That's why they don't attack us. I hope they don't attack us. That's the other thing is, like, the... People talk about, like, the Dark Forest, where it's like, well, if aliens exist, why haven't they contacted us if they're, like, more technologically advanced or whatever? And it's like, well, they might not be. They might not be more technologically advanced. We don't know. But also, there could be knowledge that we don't have. You know, it's like, why would you call attention to yourself in space? So that if there are aggressive, like, alien species out there, why would you want to call attention to yourself and tell them exactly where you're located so they can come, like, destroy you, you know? Unfortunately, Earth has been putting out, like, we've been putting out signals into space for, like, so many years, so we've already revealed our location. So, if anybody wants to come attack us, they're gonna be able to find us very easily. It might be more advanced than us, but only in exploration and such. Yeah, it's like, who knows? And, like, maybe they're peaceful. Hopefully. Whereas we're space orcs, pretty much. It's like we are the barbarians. To other more advanced species. But yeah, that does give me, like, the unnecessary existential anxiety and dread sometimes, where I'm like, can we stop broadcasting that we're here, because I don't want any potential bad aliens to come find us. Like, no thank you. No thank you. I find the simulation theory really creepy. Oh, that we're all living in a simulation? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I try not to think about some of the space stuff or some of the theory stuff, because I'm like, no, I don't need the extra anxiety today, thank you. And then I'm, like, anxious about it for, like, maybe a couple hours and then I'm over. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I like learning about it, but then I do get kind of like, yeah, it's a massive universe and we're one tiny little speck. Who else is out there? And are they gonna come for us? Hopefully not. What does he want? The moon wells hold waters of the well of eternity, the ancient source of magic that has wrought so many horrors upon our world. The druids take advantage of its properties, and the sentinels revere the wells as shrines to Elune, but sorcery is forbidden to all. Yeah. So you have heard the first part of the aftermath of the Battle of Mount Hyjal. There is much more to be told, and the task you have begun here will continue through the rest of your journey through Teldrassil and into Darnassus. While there is more I could speak to you of the Moonwells and of Teldrassil, I must send you along Corathras? Moonrage, I guess, will be expecting you. I have poured the vial of water you brought me into this vessel to bring to him. Seek out Corathras. You will find him at the Moonwell in Dolinar. Follow the road south from Aldrassil out of Shadowglen. Continue to follow the cobblestone. Yeah, okay, I know how to get there. Well, I say that, but Questy knows how to get there. Stay on the road. There are dangerous beasts in the forest. Yep. Would be a pretty boring simulation. No adventures, no magic, not even pet slimes. I know, I'm like, if we're in a simulation, can we please have, like, I don't know. Well, then again, if we have magic, people are just gonna find a way to abuse it. So I don't think we can be trusted with that. Anyways, better get some sleep. See you later, Thandi. Bye, Shihad. Have a good night. Try to get some rest. Oh, I almost went off the side because I was not watching. The amount of times I have done that. Because I'll look to my second monitor if I'm like watching something. Okay, we have to go. We gotta go here. Both of my quests are turned in. What is this one? Okay. These ones are level 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, make sure I get on the right road. Because as we have established, Thondiel cannot read maps. Need to get on this road. Over here. Okay. How much did your setup cost? Like my streaming setup, my computer was probably... When did I buy that? A couple of years ago? A year and a half ago? I think my computer was maybe about $1,500. I did not get a super high-end computer. But I also accumulated it over time, so like I already had my monitor, which was probably a couple $100, and I bought the computer because I didn't have one that could play games. It's like my laptop was on its last leg. Still is. I still use it. I think it was $1,500. What else? Microphone. I've had the microphone for a while. I think it was about $100. Webcam was pretty cheap. I don't remember how much that was. My second monitor is the same as my first. So it was, a couple $100, but I got it way after I got the first one. And then just like, I think my keyboard and mouse came with my computer. I didn't buy a special one. I'm sorry, 1500 is not high-end? No, it's not. Unfortunately, it's kind of basic level. Most people, well, okay, I shouldn't say most people. Oh, there's a quest. A lot of people will tell you you should just build your own gaming PC and it's not that hard and all that. And I'm like, I don't trust myself to do it, so I'd rather buy a pre-built one because I've never even, like, I've never had one, so I don't really want to be the one building it, you know? So I thought about it and I had parts picked out, and then I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna buy a pre-built one and then I'll make it last as long as I can, and then maybe after that I feel comfortable enough to build the next one in the future or whatever. But the pre-built ones aren't terrible, I mean, my opinion, because I'm not super technical anyway. So if you're really technical, maybe you care, but I don't. And I think it's good to start with. But it's, in my opinion, it's like I didn't have the time or energy to also continue picking out parts and like build the thing, and learn how to do all that. So, but yeah, 1500 is not high end, it's pretty standard. Like I can run all the games that I've played so far. I've been able to run just fine. The streaming has been a little iffy with infield, but I've also heard people say infield takes up a lot of resources, which I believe, more so than the other games, I guess. But it's not super high end, but it definitely can run most games. A lot of them can cost multiple thousands of dollars. Like some people pay, you know, I think one of the ones I was looking at was maybe 4,000, some are higher, and now they're even higher because of difference with like supply chain stuff. And that will increase the price of the parts that go into the computer. So it's not always a good time, depending on, you know, what's happening with that, to buy one. But I really need a job. Oh, I know they are still expensive. Like no matter what, they're expensive. All that stuff is expensive. So like even the low end. Like this guy just said, "Don't touch me." He's so funny. He's like some kind of satyr demon thing, but he's really funny. I remember this very well. Eager for work, I see. Lucky for you, a day never goes by that I don't wish I had a fledgling druid to perform my bidding. You see, I can make you very happy and provide you with things you never dreamed of having, but in order for that to happen, you must bring me certain items. My business in the forest often requires certain reagents. Fetch for me 3 night saber fangs, 3 strigid owl feathers, and 3 swatches of webwood spider silk. More spiders. Let's keep this our little secret, night elf. Yes, let's make a deal with the demon. I thought it would be at least 700 at most. So I haven't looked at gaming laptops in a long time. Sometimes there are more affordable laptops. Again, maybe not now because all the prices... I think all the prices went up because of supply chain stuff, but I remember there being some very basic entry-level like gaming laptops that were cheaper, but I don't know how much storage they have. I don't know that they would work for like a streaming setup or anything, but if you're just playing a game, like if you just wanted to play games, laptops can work for that, because I used my gaming laptop for, I don't know, I guess I've had it for 6 years now. And I was using it to play Warcraft and Genshin, and I think I even played... Yeah, I played the Final Fantasy remake on it too, and it did fine. That wasn't an expensive, at the time, laptop, not high-end, but I think it was like $1,400 too. And that was 6 years ago. I'm gonna get a gaming laptop and then just download all gacha games, yeah. They take up so much storage. But if you just want it for like kind of basic gaming, usually you're fine with the cheaper ones. You might just have a storage problem at some point, because everybody has a storage problem at some point. But you can get external hard drives too. I have to have one for my laptop. That's what Warcraft is on my laptop. It would stick. Okay, I have 1 piece of silk. Oh, no. Oh, I meant to... Okay. Jump the gun on that one a little bit. Hit it. Over here, out of the way. And recuperate. Because I also forgot to buy water. Again. I have 3 silver, 59 copper. I could probably buy some water. Genshin is 160 plus gigabytes on PS5. Wow! Wow! I don't know how big storage is. I can't remember how big storage is on PS5, but I feel like I have to... Every time I want to play something, I just have to delete my previous game. I wanted to play Final Fantasy 15 the other day, but I haven't updated my PS5 in a long time because I've mostly been like streaming games, so I haven't played as much on my own, like off stream. And the update was like, oh, it's gonna take half an hour. And then it took like an hour and a half, and I was like, well, there went my break. Okay. At least it'll be updated for Saturday, I guess. I can take a break later. It's the same thing on PC. It's around 30 on mobile. Yikes. Yeah, my phone is totally out of storage. Oh, whoops. Okay. My phone is totally out of storage. So I put games on my iPad too, so I was like, well, I use it for school, but I don't need much storage space for school, so I can put games on it. That's also the only thing, literally the only thing I have that I can put Ever Crisis on, so... I don't remember how big Ever Crisis is, but it takes up a lot of my storage. So yeah, most things end up on the computer for me. Because at least I can expand storage, usually on the computer, you know, can expand and host more, like store more games. Or I just move them to an external hard drive when I'm done with it. So I want to play again. Okay. I have one. I have one silk. Alright, I'm gonna let that mana recuperate. Because I forgot to buy water. Okay. Come on, mana. How much mana do I have now? Wow. 194. Oh. I was looking for spiders first, but I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna need all of them anyway. Okay, one of 3 feathers. Actually, can I go over here and get some water? What other games have you played besides Gacha games and WoW? On stream, I played some Halloween games around Halloween, but so far that's all I've played on stream. Off stream, I typically... What am I looking for? Off stream,
Feel free to
I
browse.
tend to just replay the same RPG games. So like any Legend of Zelda game, any Kingdom Hearts game, Final Fantasy VII. I just got Final Fantasy 15 and Final Fantasy 10. I haven't started either one of those. But mostly those. I mostly play the story type games. Although I do play a lot of like the quote unquote, I guess, cozy games, which I don't know if anybody would like. If I stream that, it might be a little too boring, but I don't know that WoW's all that interesting when I'm grinding either. So, Animal Crossing. I started playing Stardew Valley, but I didn't know what I was doing. I think I messed up. I might have to start over. So games like that mostly. My laptop for school has 2 terabytes of storage on it, and the only game I have on there is Minecraft. Oh, I play Minecraft too, yeah. My buildings are very ugly, but I don't know, something about the monotony of like farming and mining and Animal Crossing where you just go around and collect stuff, like I love it. I don't know why. I do. Yeah, I would be putting other games on that. Damn, how many Final Fantasy games are there? Right now, 16, if you don't count, like, offshoots. There's 16, but they are not, continuous. They're not, like, sequels of each other. So Final Fantasy VII is by far the most, like, well-known. And there's a whole, like, compilation of Final Fantasy VII, they call it. So there's other games in that series. Because there's the original and the remakes and Crisis Core and Ever Crisis and all that stuff. Always a crisis, basically. And that's its whole, like, separate universe, kinda. Because it was so popular. I think the only one that has a sequel is 10, right? 10 and 10-2? I don't know. But yeah, there's 16 of them, and they don't, like, you don't have to play the others to play a different, like, you could just pick up whichever number. And Final Fantasy XIV is an online game, like MMORPG like Warcraft, but I've never played it. I only tried it once, and I think I was too overwhelmed and I gave up. That was years ago. Have you played any horror games? No. I can't handle the horror games. If they're jump scares, or if they're like gory, disturbing, I can't, because I get intrusive images and it will stick with me. So I've learned that unfortunately I can't really tolerate it that well. So I will watch other people play. I will make the screen smaller and I watch other people play, but I haven't really played them myself. The closest I got was Halloween. I played Pumpkin Panic, which was like hardly a horror game. It was like not the least, not really a horror game. It's like there were a couple of very minor jump scares and that was it, and it was not like I could handle that one. So I mainly just watch people play them. It's like I'm interested in it as a concept, but I just can't handle it myself, I guess. I just spilled some monstrosity of a house in a field and never returned because I go out exploring. Yeah. All of my buildings look the same. They're like rectangles. Because again, spatial and like building stuff, I don't understand how the pieces fit together. And I generally just don't like to spend a lot of time on that. I'd rather just go make a farm and farm stuff and tend to the animals and go mine stuff. Even if I never use it, I just collect it. So that's what I do. But I play Minecraft with family too. So we have there are other people in charge of buildings. Usually not me. I tried building Mondstadt in Minecraft. I gave up on the bridge. Wow. Yeah, my brain could never. I mean, get lost and decide to make a new house for the third time. Something like, yeah, I do that too. I'll get lost somewhere and then I just make a new base. It's like, all right, this is base now. This is the new base. I used to play horror games with my friends at 3 a.m. Had to be careful not to scream, otherwise my mom would beat me. Oh no. Yeah, well, I imagine that's startling for parents too, if they just hear somebody scream in the middle of the night. But yeah, I'm not good with the jump scares. But I can watch people play it on a small screen. But, okay, do I need food or do I need... I guess... I don't need food right now. I mainly just need... water. I feel like they used to drop food and water more, but maybe I'm just misremembering. I usually just stay in one corner and hide in horror games. Yeah. Yeah. That would probably be me. Let's see, we can do... This one's more expensive. That's a whole silver, so... I guess water it is. Okay.
Del Nadres.
That's enough water. I have to get these quests. I'll get them later. I'll go back and do the other one. Is this... Yeah, they're all around here. Sorry, Owl. The demon needs your vendors. I'll use the water to regenerate faster. But that's gonna attack me. Oh, no, maybe not. Nope, here it comes. Can I hit? Train the stick, please. Okay. Second silk. I absolutely cannot play horror games by myself. I need friends to play with so I can sacrifice them if we're about to get caught. Oh no. Yeah, I would not. I would probably just hide and never progress. I need the night. It was like, it says 40% drop rate. Again, I don't know that that's accurate. Ad break soon on Twitch, just FYI. You should get caught in that. Can you not dodge or block the attacks? No. Nope. You just right click to attack stuff and whatever you're attacking will attack you at the same time. Like you can have a shield if your character carries shields. Mine doesn't. Certain classes carry shields. They like add, I guess they just add to your armor. I don't normally play characters that have shields, but you can't like actively block with I don't think anything. And no dodging either. I mean, you can like move back, but it'll probably still hit you if you're within range. Which, that's the other reason why I guess this one works pretty well. Well, wrong way. Again. That's the other reason this, I guess, works pretty well for someone like me, because I don't typically dodge anyway. I don't typically dodge. When did the stream even start? I forgot how long I've been watching for. It's been going for a little over 3 hours. Normally I do about 2. Sometimes 2.5. That's usually all the stamina I have. But this Warcraft is pretty easy to like kind of zone out and not have to think too much. So it's a little bit easier to stream for longer. But I'll have to stop soon because we have grocery pickup. And I have to get back to my assignment, unfortunately. I want to at least get the owl feathers, or these things. I want to at least get these things. Okay, one more feather. No, don't attack, don't. Drink the water first. While I drink my Celsius in real life. Which has not really done too much to wake me up, unfortunately. Just remembered I have loads of homework due. Oh no. Sorry. I don't like thinking about homework on the weekends, but unfortunately that's when I have to do most of it. I'm working on my assignment right now. There are 91 questions. Is it math? Then I got another set of mocks after my 2-week holiday. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I hope those mocks go better. And that the real ones go better. Yeah, it's math, unfortunately. Oh no, that's my nightmare. Number 1, Andiel's not good at math. Number 2, I can't even imagine that many math problems. I'll have to show one of the questions. Yeah, you can post it in Discord if you want. My brain was never built for math, I guess. I just didn't get it. I mean, I always did well in school, but I also didn't have to take math, like, in college. I didn't have to take any advanced math or anything. I only ever did... how far did I go in math in high school? They made you go to pre-calc, I guess. And then calculus was an option, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Or like physics was also an option. And we had chemistry, which like science, but also has a lot of math in it. And I did chemistry, and I was worried because it had a lot of math in it, even though I like science. And I took, I think, the lower level chemistry, and then they had advanced chemistry. And I took the lower level one on purpose because I don't like math. And the teacher made me go to the advanced class, and I was like, I don't want to. Please don't make me. She made me do it. Which ended up being fine because like my best friend was in that class, but I was like, I hate the math, okay? I can't do my math. My brain doesn't work on math, but it's a requirement for a lot of science and definitely for chemistry. And so I was like, but it kind of worked out. Like, I feel like that teacher was a good teacher for the most part. A teacher can make a big difference. But yeah, I certainly can't do math now because I've not had to do it in so long. Like, I think I had a stat class maybe my sophomore year of undergrad, and I haven't done it since. Okay, I still need a feather. Right? Yeah. My entire career is math. I'm not taking any language arts class or anything like that. It's all just math from now on. Oh my goodness. Oh, I would not make it. I mean, if that's what you enjoy studying, that's one thing. I know some people like math, but I don't know. Never worked in my brain. My friends always used to call me dumb in math until we did our GCSEs, which is our real exams in last year of school, and I got higher than both of them. Oh, why would they call you dumb in math? Okay, that was the last feather. Like they just thought you didn't know what was going on? I just always remember my mom being like, they won't even let us use calculators. And I'm like, yeah, well I have to use this, like, big dumb calculator that I don't understand. And then I'm never gonna use it again. I'm never gonna use the math again. And I'm always gonna have a calculator. Or like, you know, a computer, and I can just Google. If I don't understand it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Alright. 3 fangs, and now I need one silk. Should be yeah, that's the last one. It's because in our weekly test I tend to be slow at answering, so I never finish all the questions while they get high scores within the time frame. Oh, I see. That's the other thing too, is like if you make something timed, I'm usually just going to be stressed about the time, and then I'm not going to do very well. Math is fine, but sometimes it makes absolutely no sense to me. Yeah, that's my default with math, I think. If it's tied to science, I'm more likely to get it, but even then sometimes I'm... especially if you don't use it. Like, I have absolutely... well, I have very little use for math in anything related to my job. It's like analytics is one thing, but like that pulls the numbers for you. I don't have to figure it out. Like the program does it for me, you know? So I don't have to know it or figure it out. Also a reason I picked qualitative research instead of quantitative research. Because then I don't have to deal with as many numbers. Okay. I need one more silk. Give me the silk. Okay, that also didn't have it. Well, the good thing about math is the higher up you go into, the less numbers you see. Oh. What's even harder then? Basic math I can handle, but if it's anything like trigonometry, it gets complicated and confusing. Yeah, I'm like, I didn't even like algebra, so I was just like, I don't want anything. I don't want any of this. No. I'm not ever gonna compute. It's like my point in class was to just try to learn it, get a good grade, move on, and never use it again. And I never used it again, so I forgot all of the basic stuff. Like algebra and geometry and okay, that was the last soap. Here's your stuff.
You again?
You again. You want your stuff? Have you been a busy little bee? I've been waiting for you to bring me what I need. Well, here you go. Well done indeed. Who would have ever guessed that I, Zen Foulhoof, would have a night elf to do my bidding? Certainly not me. But so it goes. This beloved world of ours is full of surprises. 3 cheers for the naive and gullible. Yes, I am deliberately being naive and gullible because I know exactly what you're up to. Because I've done this before. But algebra sucks. Like, I don't want to know why x equals y plus l. Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I started putting things into word problems, I was like, I'm out. It doesn't make sense in my brain. But there's a reason why there's different intelligences. Okay, so this back to this way so I can turn in those two. Yeah, I only have 2. I have 2 to turn in, but there's a whole bunch I can pick up. I should save the eggs, probably. I think I should be able to cook the eggs and the spider leg.
The loon be with you.
Don't need that. Don't need that. Save those for now.
Go in peace.
Western. Can you fight that ancient protector? No, because it's an ally. So all the green, if the name shows up in green, they're an ally. And you can't fight them. And if the name is red, they're hostile, so they will attack you if you get within range. And if it's yellow, like those owls were yellow, they're like neutral, so if you attack them, like you can attack them to start the attack, but they're not going to attack you unless you start it. So yeah, these green ones, you can't attack anybody.
I am honored. A loon light.
How might I be of service to you, young one? Are you here to rest at the inn? Do you require a hearthstone?
Be careful.
Yes, the delivery of herbs from Shadow Glen. It's a shame poor Thanius could not bring it himself, for we have much to discuss, he and I. But I am glad to get the herbs nonetheless, and I am glad you came. While you are here, please rest yourself. Heroes must keep their strength and spirits high, and must find rest and solace whenever they may. For to neglect one's peace of body and mind is sure path to failure, so rest. Oh, we get food and water finally. Food or water. Yes, food.
Till next we meet.
And then my other turn in. Calculus 2 is basically learning that mathematicians can't say that they're wrong and somehow figure out ways to make more complex equations for no reason. Oh no. Isn't it like, okay, is math like, is there only one answer? Like it's universal, or is it not? And people argue about it, because I feel like I've been told that, but I don't know if that's accurate.
Greetings.
Greetings, Druid. For what purpose do I owe the pleasure of our meeting?
Good luck,
I
friend.
see you were sent by Tenoran. Well then, it should seem we have much to talk about, much to do, and little time to do it in. Think we best get started.
Farewell.
First, let me tell you more of the task you must complete. The druids in Darnassus use the water of the moonwells of Teldrassil, and their moonwell must be replenished from time to time. Using these specially crafted phials, you can collect the water of the moonwells. Take this vessel to the moonwell outside of Starbreeze village to east, fill it with some of its waters, return to me. When you have completed your task, I shall continue the story where Teneron left off. Okay. There's also a lot of other quests. Oh, can you train me? Mr. Person with the baguette?
Hello.
Apprentice cook. 95, but at least I can make my own food after, I guess. Okay. Spice bread. 10. Oh, wait. Okay, oh, I have a quest now. Recipe of the Caldori. Long ago, the Night Elves were called the Caldori, a name that means children of the stars. Learning of the past is an important step in your path as a druid, so listen well to what I have to tell you. The Caldori will have always taken much pride in their harmonious relationship with nature. This means that we only take from nature what is necessary, and that we return in kind. This balance has afforded us much. Go out and collect 7 small spider legs, no more than that, and return to me.
Be careful.
Well, I already have one. And I know we're gonna turn those into kebabs. It depends on the question because some have multiple answers and they do start arguments, but most end up having a simple answer that everyone gets to at some point. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is just totally different world than what I'm used to. Okay, you have a quest.
How may I help?
Seek redemption. The Council of the Forest has news that you aided Sinfal. The satyr is an enemy of the forest. As a night elf, you should know better than to defile the forest by killing nature's creatures. Bro, y'all had me do that at the very start. Do you not remember? You must redeem yourself in the eyes of the council if you wish to remain a friend of Teldrassil. Teach Falhoof, why is that so hard to say? A lesson, and you shall be redeemed. Fell cones are corrupted seeds that fall from the trees. They billow with green smoke. Give some to Falhoof. He'll think you have brought him a harmless snack.
Farewell.
Yeah. Well. Spiders are terrifying, yeah. Oh, hello, Draenei people. Hypocrites. I know, it's like you are complaining about a demon telling you to kill stuff in nature when you literally just had me kill a bunch of stuff in nature because quote-unquote it's overpopulated or whatever. Like, there are predators that will take care of that, you know? And like, you could also use the stuff that you get, and they weren't using the stuff. They were just telling me to kill. So... Oh, wrong way, once again. Okay. Quests are over here.
What brings you here?
Are you heading to the south? Well, not yet. To Lake Alameth. If so, then I have a task I might ask of you. My colleague, Denalin, has a camp along the eastern end of the lake where he is studying and experimenting on the plant life of Teldrassil. Oh yeah, I remember that guy. He requested a package of rare earths from Darnassus, and it was late, only recently arriving here in Dolinar. Can you take the package to him?
May the stars guide you.
More stuff to take up space in my inventory. Troubling breeze blows through the forest. Gaberlos Talvethrin whatever, serves as great warden to the hibernating druids of the Talon in the Banithil Barrow Den. His duty as a chosen protector of the sleeping is to ensure their safety so that their pact with Ysera remains fulfilled. But word from Gaberlos is now delayed, and I grow nervous. Travel east to Starbreeze village, bring back report from Gaberlos so that I can put my worries to rest, knowing my dreaming brethren slumber safely. Can we not train the owls to do that? I think we should be able to tell the owls to do that. No, I also need to train first aid.
Hello.
Oh, I need to train this 95 copper.
May the stars guide you.
Okay. Oh, is this the guy? Is this the annoying guy? I think this might be the annoying guy.
Ishnuala.
Emerald
Good
Dreamcatcher.
luck, friend.
I was once given an Emerald Dreamcatcher from Gaverlos Talbothan, that guy. The Warden of the Druids in the Banithil Barrow Den. This powerful amulet is able to siphon energy from the Emerald Dream, bestowing luck upon those who carry it. Sadly, I have not been able to retrieve it from my dresser in Starbreeze Village, although Starbreeze was once a tranquil place. It has now succumbed to the corruption of the Furbolg that reside there. Perhaps you would be willing to recover my Dreamcatcher. Okay.
Go
Well,
in peace.
twisted hatred.
Stars guide you.
I must warn you, this matter must stay between us. The Satyr are enough of an embarrassment to us already, and this one is much too close to home. He is called Lord Melanus. He resides in the nearby cave of Fell Rock, where he has gathered a large group of Grell warriors. His heart is black as night, and he plots something most foul. You must find him within his nearby cave just to the north of here and bring me his head. Okay.
Farewell.
Just bring me back the head. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna carry that all the way back. Okay. Oh. I literally always do this. It's just every time. Go the wrong way, fall off the side. Okay. At least it didn't kill her. There's one more. That is further, so those ones are kind of spread out, looks like. Oh, I didn't go far enough. There's no quest giver. Oh, they ride on the street. They ride down this road. So they're somewhere on that road. When do you have to end the stream? Honestly, probably right now, because my grocery pickup is in half an hour. And I should just go back here and just end it before I get sucked into something else. Okay. I'm gonna get back here. I want to stay longer. Yeah, I would keep going. It's a little hard for me to keep my attention span, honestly. Further than that. Normally I only do a couple hours. Because of that, I just get sleepy sitting here in the same spot. But I should go because I have to get my grocery pickup and I need to finish my assignment and my research proposal because they are due tomorrow and Monday. So yeah, I should go do that stuff. But thank you all so much for hanging out and for indulging me to play Warcraft, which I know is probably not that interesting, but I might have to just, default to Warcraft sometimes because it makes my brain happy. Makes my brain happy and I don't have to think too much. So probably going to keep doing it in the rotation because it does give me a break from some of the other stuff that I'm less familiar with, which just, I don't know, makes my brain happy. So there will probably be more Warcraft streams. Oof, good luck with all that, Thondio. Thanks, Turtle. And good luck with your 91 questions, too. Thanks for doing a WoW stream. I love it. Yeah, thanks so much, Anthony. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Appreciate it. I will do more WoW streams. I'll also do more Enfield. I still want to try Honkai Star Rail. I have all sorts of things on my list I could try. So, bye, everyone. Thanks so much. Discord linked if that's something that you like to do. I post the schedule there, and what I think I'm going to do on stream gets posted there. But I will also post it on community tab on YouTube and Twitch schedule so that you have an idea of what's planned. But I'll be back Thursday night. I'll update my progress as I get through it in Discord. Yeah. I know I need to make I kind of need a co-working stream where I just actually get things done, but that's not what my channel is focused on, so I haven't done it. But people use those to check off their to-do list, and I'm like, that's a good idea. I should watch somebody do that. Also, good luck. Thank you for stream, Thondio. Yeah, thanks so much, Cam McCain. Oh, this person literally just ran up to me. Hello. Oh. Oh, okay. Do you have an extra bag? When people do that, I never know what to...
Generous.
I never know what to do when people do that. Great stream. Thanks so much, Hottie. Thanks, everyone. See you all later. Let me get back to my stream ending screen if I can find it. Free bag. I know. I think people just get the higher level bags and it's like, well, what am I going to do with this? Sell it? Give it to somebody? I usually just give it to my other characters. But yeah, that's a good idea. I should give it to a newbie character when I get better bags. Okay, yes. I will be back Thursday. Bye, everyone. Have a good weekend.